Gang gang. And now your guests, wiggle 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 wiggle.
Welcome to episode 89 of the Heavy Drinking Podcast. How's everybody doing? That's when everybody talks. Hey, this is your host. This is your host, Paulo. I'm here with Jay and Jeff.
What's up?
Our special guest host, Tom M. Yo.
Tom M in the house.
Sitting in for Dave.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
What's going on, man?
He's also so I'm kind of sitting in for Dave
Yeah.
as I will be controlling the controls, and
Tom's sitting
Tom
in for
is
you.
sitting in
And I'm
my spot,
sitting-
which is bartender extraordinaire spot.
Yes.
I'm sure the chair is very thankful. Also, when you said that, how's everybody doing? We were supposed to talk. I thought you meant the audience.
We should probably do like...
We need some
like-
canned
like-
laughter.
Yes, or
Yeah.
canned applause and stuff.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
you haven't got that yet.
Right?
Right? We should do that.
I mean,
we should just do
just
like
make
a...
our
like an
own?
intro
I was
now?
watching Friends today on my lunch break,
Uh-huh.
Okay, this podcast already
and
went
there
too
was a
far.
lot of canned laughter.
Cool.
I didn't choose that. Someone
Hey,
else did.
Jay.
Good story,
Yeah.
bro.
Shut up for a second. We have guests in the house. The 1056 podcast.
Hey,
Hey guys,
what up?
Tyler and Jeff.
Hello. Another Jeff. Two Jeffs.
Another Jeff. It's 1056.22563 or something, right?
Yes, bar repeating over the three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep, that's it. We always round it up. So now we used to live right around the corner from each other, 0.2 miles. Google mapped it one day. I was really bored.
Yep.
And it equated 1,056
He was
feet.
thinking about me. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I was. And
fine.
and then now we live in different
0.2
towns.
miles.
So it's about 50,000 feet. I think Jeff just did the math.
It was 73,000.
73,000 feet. It doesn't fit on the sticker, so we just kept it at 1056.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there we go.
You guys are living life a quarter mile at a time.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
exactly.
That's exactly it.
All right.
We're not going to pretend to be snobs. The 1056 has nothing to do with yeast or anything like
Does
that.
to me.
It does to you. There you go. As long as, whatever it means to you.
Is that like a is that like a...
It's a 1056 is a American ale yeast strain
Yep.
for Y yeast.
Gotcha. Every beer dude in the world probably thinks that's why you're...
We've had
Yeah,
people ask.
Someone asked that, and I was like, yes. And
I just,
was like, I have
oh,
no
I
idea
just
what
ruined
you're
that.
talking
My
about.
bad.
I was like, no, it's actually a little bit of a nicer store. And they're like, oh, it's actually a lot, pretty cute. And I was like,
They were young lovers.
Ripped
Yep.
apart by their parents.
So we're back.
It was like Footloose, but more gay.
Wait,
More
more
dancing.
gay?
more gay.
I do try to hold his hand a lot, and he rejects my advances.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's true. It's not wrong.
That'd be the tagline for the movie. Footloose, but more gay. Dancing and blowjobs.
So we've been doing this on like a regular basis. We haven't been releasing shows on
Yeah,
a
we're
regular
just
basis. but-
stockpiling them up, getting ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean, people enjoy them though. We'll start putting them out like on a bi daily basis,
Yeah.
just one after the other.
Now you're gonna. People need more time than that. We're not
Yeah.
that good.
We should throw a huge event with all the podcasts and call it a podcalypse.
There you go.
Ooh.
Or
You
we
heard it
should,
here first. Trademark. We got to take this USB stick when we're done. Mail it to ourselves tonight, just so we can.
Remember
lock-
how we used
just
to
so we
do
can
that
lock
all the time
down.
with like tapes so
Yeah.
that nobody could steal our songs?
we are so in for that, by the way.
Yeah, we're in.
we should record a whole season of podcasts and then like put them all out at once so people can like binge listen to them.
Do you really have that much time to
No,
do this?
nope.
Okay, I
No,
don't
we
think so.
Sounds like a lot of work. I said yeah, and I kind of walked that back pretty quick. I was like, it sounds like a lot of work. But I'm glad you said it first.
You're also, since you're sitting in for
I know
Jay,
you need a Bud Light.
Yeah,
I know. I already saw.
you're the beer tender.
I know. Oh, that's right. I have to get up.
Oh, God.
It's a
Yeah,
lot of
it
work.
sucks.
You
You'll
alright?
see how much it sucks because you got to move your stool every time.
Right?
Then you got to like bend over. Well, that wouldn't happen.
It's probably easier for Tom than it is for you.
Well, when you got to go deep in the
Thank you.
fridge and you're tethered to the fucking
Jay's talking about stools and bending over and going deep.
I
It's
guess.
like
headset
Footloose.
on with the wire. it's a lot like Footloose.
Why don't we get
I might,
a
you know what?
Bluetooth headset for you?
Do you mind if I have a bolai?
Yeah.
One of your Bud Lights?
I
You
mean,
only
I only
brought
brought
six.
6, but yeah, go for it.
Because last week...
Also, they're warm.
actually, just give me
Enjoy.
one of those, one of the other shit beers.
Miller Lite?
Yeah, the one of the Miller Lite.
Live forever.
I
a great beer.
I'm trying to babysit myself today and not go too crazy too quickly.
Someone
The cans episode, I got a little out of hand.
That was a really good episode. I wish
Yeah.
we'd put it out so people will
It's a.
hear it.
Did you listen to it?
It's not out.
Well, I put like the proof up.
No. No, but I just remember it being funny in the room.
What?
It was pretty good. My wife complained about us
last
being
week.
too loud, which normally does not happen.
And it wasn't my fault because I was on the phone.
Yeah, and she walked it back a little bit, but like obviously she meant it. So I was trying to figure out what she was talking about because she got that.
Some good psychology right there.
It was like 2 a.m, and she's like, "What's all this singing?" And I'm like, "I have no fucking clue what you're talking about." That's how trash everybody was. So,
We didn't go till 2 in the morning.
well, no,
No.
I did. I went to bed 2 a.m. I was yakking from midnight to about 2 a.m.
Oh.
And then
And that's why I went home.
yeah. And so I went back and listened to the podcast, and on the mixing app that we have, the editing app, you could see the levels, through the entire file. Towards the end, the levels start spiking, like just off the map.
Yeah, that's what all of them look like when you get towards the end.
Really?
Yeah.
They're just.
That's why Dave turned you down.
All right.
That wasn't it though.
That wasn't
But
it.
that wasn't it.
It was when they started singing Creed songs.
Oh, yeah.
And you and Dave started getting mad at them.
Yeah.
And Dave cut everybody's mic off. And everybody started yelling
Gotcha.
the Creed songs.
Oh, yeah.
So I was
'cause they
like,
had to-
oh, that's singing.
No, don't start it again. It was terrible.
no.
Yeah, let's not do it.
It's a shit band for shit people.
So, these charcuterie
Jeff.
board. Anybody,
Oh, yeah. We got a pizza board now.
yeah, anybody who vomits, you associate whatever you ate last with what made you sick. When
Sure.
probably wasn't that, but so I got to add charcuterie boards to the list of stuff that makes me nauseous now.
Damn shame.
Before we go any further, we want to give a shout out to the ladies at the Drunk Alpaca
Speaking of food,
for always taking care of us here at the
Yeah.
Heavy Drinking Podcast. We don't have any of their treats tonight because we ate them all already. So we're gonna have to go for another pickup at some point. But
Or one of you are going to have to work for them again. So
yes, which I'm happy to do. It was a great time.
We too have enjoyed their things.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a regular customer of Drunk Alpaca.
yeah. That's she. Jess.
He's
Sorry,
fucked up, man.
wow.
Jess. Actually, I mess up names, man.
I was hammered once and I called Stefania Stephanie, so, which is pretty
Ooh.
close.
I almost did that with your name. Man. I have a family friend,
Yeah.
and his name's also Tyler,
Okay.
but I call him Taylor all the
Oh,
time.
I get Taylor a lot. Actually,
yeah,
more than you
and
think.
he's like, "Hey."
Does anybody else? I was thinking about this actually on the way here. Does anybody else get I've only been dating my girlfriend for like a year, so there's like a lot of
Only
people,
a year.
but there's like a lot of people she hasn't met.
Yeah.
That I don't see that
I've
often.
met her briefly
Right,
at
but
your
I mean,
birthday.
like,
That was it.
Yeah. So like sometimes like I'll walk into a room and there'll be somebody there that I know, and I know this person. I know their name. I've known their name for a long time, but because I have to introduce them to somebody, fucking total blank.
No, you introduce them. You let them introduce each other by you
That
introducing
is what I
them.
do.
Yeah.
But why should I have to? It's like I've known this person for 15 years. Like, why is my fucking mind just a blank immediately?
Oh, because we're fucking morons.
That's why I'm a huge fan of the Hey
Well, I
Man.
guess we are retarded.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm a big fan of the
There
Hey
it
Man.
is.
Off to a good start,
All
producer
right.
Jay.
Good job, Jay.
I rarely use names.
All right, who
Everybody-
needs a
everybody's
beer
man.
before we go any further?
I'll take a Miller Lite.
I mean, you can have whatever you want. You
Really?
don't have to have a Miller Lite.
I'm going easy. I'm
Oh,
doing
okay,
Miller
okay,
Lite.
okay.
Yeah. Because
I just wanted Tom to ststand up again. I saw Tyler's glasses empty.
I was at
can't see Jeff's
12% for like an event 2 weeks ago, and I had the house lager
Close.
after not drinking for like 3 weeks, and I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be easy. Let me try it. And I had like a short pour, and the guy gave
I'll
me
take
a weird
whatever
look.
you want to hand me.
Shut up.
That's fine. And I immediately
Hey, Jay.
immediately went right to my head. I immediately felt it. I was like, well, this sucks.
I didn't
So-
get to try it. I went there last week for the first time. I loved it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But it had really good beer, but I didn't get to try the only one that they make.
Yeah.
I tried everybody
I
else.
mean, it's like a Yingling. I mean, it's nice. It's really good. That's what they're trying to do is like make it like a commonplace beer.
said
in
anything.
Connecticut. And I'm a fan of it.
Actually, the beer of the week that I got this week is actually a Fat Orange Cat beer.
Oh,
That's
nice.
brewed at
I love
12%.
that orange cat.
Oh yeah, look at that. You love that place. God.
Jay hates them.
Fat Orange Cat?
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
You hated everything that I brought from
That's
Fat Orange
not
Cat.
true.
What
Wait,
did you
It's
like?
also true.
Sound
hold
like
on a
it's
second.
true.
Hold on, wait. 2 seconds. Oh, man, I just saw it. Man.
I just saw it.
Not good with the sound drop.
Son of a bitch.
Come on.
Hey, everybody talk amongst themselves.
We're all looking at you. No,
We
don't.
literally were until
don't
you
move
stopped
on.
us.
Yeah.
There it is. You can hear it. Anyway, I don't know what we're talking about, but I wanted to make sure we got all drinks before we really dive in.
Okay, then I'm just gonna grab beer. No.
So what we're not talking about?
Fat Orange Cat. I like their beers. The first one you ever brought, I wasn't a fan of. But everything else I've had since then, I've liked.
You,
I'm big fans.
it, The first one I ever brought was called "Bring the Beer from the Bottom of the Ocean," and you were like, "That's where it tastes like it came from."
Ouch.
Yikes.
You still have these in your fridge. I brought these a long time ago.
Did you?
6 points.
6 points up.
I'm not a fan.
No, it doesn't.
I'm kidding.
God.
those have been there for a while.
So we were trying to do a whole we not, but you guys were trying to do a whole 6-point show.
Well,
never
I
happened.
still don't think I've ever had it.
No, you didn't. You were like, I haven't had any. So I'm like, oh, the next week I brought the 6-point to have, and then we never got to it.
Yeah, I've never had a 6-point beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
I didn't think so.
They're
No,
gonna.
it was-
Well, no, they're. I mean, they've hired the brewer from Trillium. I want to say almost a year now, and a lot of their beers are just getting better and better.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
yeah, and they're coming out with more and more stuff. Their new stout, Master Blaster, was really good.
Is that like Blaster Master but flipped?
Finger blast.
Which was a great Nintendo game.
Blaster Master? Oh yeah, it was.
Blaster Master.
Speaking of Nintendo games, that's all I do now.
Play Nintendo
Would you like?
games?
Would you like to
Oh, you
take the
bought a
time to talk about Zelda?
It's pretty sweet.
You buy a Switch?
Yeah. Well, no, I got it for Christmas.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
Nice gift.
Did you get the big one or the handheld one?
It's the same one.
Well, do you mean the
No,
one
they
that's
sell one
only
that's
the
handheld?
light.
Yeah, there's one that's only handheld.
Yeah.
A light.
Yeah, no, I got.
You got the one that attaches to the TV.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
That's pretty sick.
Is that Jack?
Yes, Jack is I don't know. Long-time listeners of the podcast have noticed that he's been getting more and more annoying with food. I think it's just his old age. So
I
yes,
get it.
that's Jack.
What was I feeding him last week? Grapes.
I hope not.
Cheese.
Grapes and grapes are
dogs and
poisonous.
grapes.
I'm
don't
actually
mix.
surprised Jack's just roaming around. Usually, you don't let him in for the podcast, so.
That's the problem though. He'll claw and howl. At the
Oh,
door.
he's getting more and more and more
Yeah, he's
attention.
getting-
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows
So-
he's gonna die soon, so he wants to be. near you.
Jesus
Oh no!
Christ.
Oh,
It's also the fact that we've had like pounds of
I'm on it.
smoked
Hold
meats
on.
top of the counter.
It's somewhere
the last
around
3
here.
weeks.
oh my god.
That sounds like a sad story.
I was gonna go with that's also true.
I don't think that's a sound drop.
That is true.
I
Dogs,
just do it from
No,
my
Jay
own
just
mouth.
says it. Yeah.
dogs
no, it's a
die.
sound drop too.
If there's kids listening,
in there.
dogs die.
Dogs
If
die.
there's kids listening,
Sad.
And
go tell your parents that
kids
they're bad
and
parents.
Santa isn't real.
Yeah.
What?
There was a.
We said that at the same time.
Go.
Well,
go,
I just ruined their childhood.
pause
We're
this podcast.
27. We're so young.
Pause this podcast and go hug Rusty because he's not going to be around forever.
Jackie.
Yeah. Whatever your dog's name is. Turbo. I don't know.
Rex.
Joke's on you. I have a cat.
Ace.
So
My
Hang in
neighbor.
there, Pepper.
My neighbor growing up had like a Bichon or something.
I had a Bichon growing
And
up.
but it was a rescue dog and they let the kids name him, so they named him Turbo. And then they found
That's
out.
what you get.
And then one day the dog was pregnant, and they're like, "Oh, it's not a boy." I'm like, "How
So-
do you fuck that
So
up?"
Turbo now? Like,
No, it was still Turbo.
Turbo.
but-
Oh, okay.
Turbo. Turbo, the female Bichon.
yeah. And she had puppies, and there was like a Bichon like golden retriever mix, which
What?
I don't know how that
can't
that
picture
works. That's good hips on that retriever.
Hips don't lie.
tight.
'Cause you gotta get
Speaking
low.
Like
of
Shakira.
Gotta get low.
Yeah, speaking of Shakira,
segue.
she could fucking get it.
Yes, you can.
She could.
if I
Yes, you
look
can.
like that in male form when I'm between the ages of 43 and 50, I'll be very proud of myself. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of J-Lo's whole nonsense, but Shakira could fucking get it.
Yeah.
She
mean,
that
They
that
both look
new
great.
Does she still sound like?
Yeah, and she did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she did that on the damn
Little-
show.
Yeah, I saw that. That was the two memes that came out of that whole show where Shakira doing that weird tongue
I didn't even
thing.
watch
Yeah.
any
Yep.
of the Super Bowl.
No?
So, no.
The ass shake.
There's
I
Yeah,
watched
ass shake.
a marathon of 3 sheets.
Oh, is that where you saw the Burp Castle? At?
Yeah,
They went
just a
there?
great drinking show if you've never
Wasn't that
seen
show
it.
on Discovery?
I don't remember
Travel
what channel it was on.
I watched that once. Like that's like a show that's on like at 1:30 in the morning, and you'll just have it on after you like
I think
after
it
night
used to be
drinking.
like
It's
original
great.
run was at like 1 in the morning, wasn't it?
is that Zane Lamprey?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, all
It's
right.
like bar trivia, right? Like they go around.
The first
that
3 sheets was international, so you'd go to different countries and drink at like the local or like famous breweries, distilleries,
Oh, I got you.
bars.
He has a new show now where
Oh, I have
he
to watch
gets
this
drunk
show.
and they play like board games or something.
It's Crafts and Crafts. It's like free.
Oh, Crafts,
on-
that's what it was.
Yeah, it's
Guy's a
interviewing.
genius.
Yeah, with like celebrities or other people in the industry.
God knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
your job to just get really messed up.
We should reach out to him and
I think we tried to.
not
once.
have him reply.
He did reply to us.
I did respond
Not
to
bad.
a social media post.
Yeah,
once,
but he never responded to an email.
No, he didn't.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. I can't wait till we get like famous enough where we could just ignore people.
That we were just talking about that, Jeff and I. We were like, once I hit like 10,000 to 20,000 followers, I'm just turning heel on everyone on social media for no reason.
Yeah.
No, that's when you get all the followers. After that, then they want to listen to you because they hate you.
Or
We definitely plan when we get big.
You do the Howard Stern move.
When we get big enough, I'm going to break off from this podcast. We'll get back together for
Yeah,
a reunion
There you go.
situation.
Yeah.
Make money on the reunion and then break up again.
Hey, money.
Or you get a troll account like Paulo and just get it out of your system.
There you go.
That's pretty much what I do.
It's
It's fun. It's fun. There's a lot of people that don't like me online.
I mean,
A lot of people don't like you in this room.
Yeah. I don't doubt it.
yeah, but we're not talking to Jack, so.
All right, so Tyler,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
once again, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
I am
Yeah.
happy to be here. I believe this is the first time two brothers have been on the show. My brother called in very, very early on into Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Really?
Really?
Yes. Yep. Brendan. I don't know if you remember. But yeah,
That was only 3 people have called, so
Yeah.
yes, we
Yeah, yeah.
do.
And one of them sitting in the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
The other one's in Nebraska.
yes.
So.
That leaves him.
So Dave and my brother used to be in a band together, and Dave was telling me about the podcast. This is obviously years ago.
Shout out to Life Psychics.
Shout out to them. What a show. Plural. Anyway, that's another story for another day. And I remember my brother. I was listeing to.
Who was that? Who was that? That was me.
Just I got so distracted.
Continue, man.
So
Continue.
I was
Don't
actually
worry about
listening to a random episode on I had a long commute, so I listened to you guys, and I didn't know my brother was calling in, and so they're like, "Oh, we have someone from the phone," and he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm Brendan." I was like, "What the fuck is my brother calling into the show?" And I texted him. I was like, what was going on? I was like, he's like, "Yeah, I called into the show." I was like, Jesus. So first brother on the show.
Wow.
Cool.
Everybody
Actually, no, I
thinks Jay
think.
and I are brothers.
Well,
do.
actually, did your
That's
was your
true.
brother on?
Yeah, Gary was on.
Gary was on
yeah,
the one
because we
time.
talked about him so much at the beginning, and then he got here and barely spoke and
He
got
didn't say
drunk.
anything the entire time.
And then I saw him at Two Roads 2 weeks ago.
No, different brother. That was Dave.
Oh, damn,
Yeah.
whatever. See? I don't know your brothers.
So
siblings.
years later, though, you guys have your own podcast.
Yes.
Yes, we did. We do.
You want the origin
May
story?
it rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's over already? Wow.
We did. Yeah, well, this is part of our breakup phase.
Yeah, they're doing the
Yeah.
tour and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We just hit 500 followers, and so now we're just starting to plant the seeds, and then at 1,000, I'll come back and turn heel. So that's I'm planning as I go.
What, you want the
Um,
origin story?
Yeah. So how to start? I mean,
You probably tell it better than I do.
I
Jeff.
do?
You want me to tell it? You want to tell it?
I'll tell it.
All right,
Well,
you tell
we've always done some kind of creative thing together,
Yeah.
all the way from high school.
We've known
which
each other for 20
not a
years
long time.
since we've been kids. So we've always wanted to do YouTube and shit. So.
He came up to me, and he came up to me and says, "Let's do a podcast." So yeah, let's just make a podcast about anything, and he came up with the name 1056, which was the number of feet our houses were when we were growing up, just
Yep.
around the corner down the street. And then-
1,056 feet.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Okay, so
It's
I was
adorable, isn't
I
it?
was really, really. People are like, "Oh, that's so sweet," and I was like, "No, it really came
So
from."
cute.
I was so bored, and I was on Google Maps. I was like, "How far is it to Jeff's house?" And I was like, 0.2 miles, and then I was like, "Oh, how many feet is that?" I
So you
forget how I
actually
got there.
paced it out and walked it to his house?
No, strictly
foot over
on Google
foot.
Maps.
He had
Oh.
he had a bouquet of flowers in
People-
his hand. It was beautiful.
People think that, and I was like, "No, I literally was just bored." And then it was 1056, and we were bouncing through ideas for names, and then I was like, "Oh, 1056," and Jeff's like, "All right, it'll stick." So
So we were doing
Yeah.
just random. We have a couple. We still have them on our feed of just these episodes that just talk about random things.
Yep.
It was just whatever we saw in the news, our interests, whatever. And honestly, it was me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't talk about. We've already talked about these things off the air, and I was weird about talking about it again.
Rehashing it
I already
again.
I already said it.
Yeah.
I don't want
Makes
to say it
sense.
again.
Yeah.
And then he came downstairs and he started telling me about some new beers
Spell
coming
came.
from some brewery. And and I was like, "It's right there, dude. It's right there.
Yeah.
Let's make that our thing. We'll talk about random shit in between, but we'll just talk about beer." And sure enough, there was a whole community of podcasts and people on social media and breweries that were ready to embrace us. So here we are.
I feel like we
drank beer. We like beer.
I feel like I feel like people thought we were like that in the beginning. Like we were kind of like a beer review website, like podcast. And then they would listen or come in and they're like, "Oh. No, you guys
We said right in the first episode it
it was drinking and dick
was going to be
jokes."
the bar after it's closed.
We are nothing if we're
Thank
not
you.
drinking and dick jokes.
Yeah.
First
It
episode.
took me a second, but that first one you played was Brett Kavanaugh, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
wow, very good. Yeah, so it's kind of like slowly evolved like over time because we wanted it to be just like, oh, let's go to the liquor store, like find a brewery and review it, and then Jeff's like, why don't we actually like go to the place, sit down, like review the actual spot, and then kind of go from there. And now we're like interviewing homebrewers and we're interviewing like just people in the beer industry.
So
and
professional stuff.
Kinda, but not
Kind of, but I
really.
gotta stop and I gotta give credit because when you're on, if you follow us on Instagram and you read the stories and you see the posts, that's Tyler.
Oh yeah, it's all me.
That's all him, and I do not pretend to be anything
That's so
more.
Tyler.
That's,
Yeah, it
that's
really
all
is.
him.
That
And
sounds just really
you know,
good.
Is that a new Disney show? That's so Tyler.
Yeah, it's a spinoff.
he only sees the past. That's the trick. And I'll send him stuff if I'm out somewhere. I'll send him, hey, why don't you put this on the Instagram or something. But if
awesome.
all that hard work is him over there, I just show up to be loud and obnoxious on a microphone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Balances it out. So
Yeah, it does.
So how long ago did you guys start this?
A year.
just over a year.
Just about a year in, okay? Or just
Yeah.
over a year in.
We're babies. We're young babies.
Yep.
You probably have as many episodes as us.
No, we only have like we just put
30.
out episode 30 yesterday.
Okay.
All right.
So we usually
Definitely more
do
than
it.
us.
We usually
At
do it
1
every
year.
other.
Is
every
it
other-
posted already?
The last episode.
We
the
interviewed
most-
Full Pour.
Yeah, the latest episode's up
Oh,
right
that
now.
motherfucking cocksucker.
It's a couple.
It's
We've had him on.
It's
too.
a couple.
Yeah.
A couple what?
We've only ever had Pat DiCaprio.
Yeah, we
Oh,
already
it's a
had
couple
Pat on.
guys. It's Pat and Joe.
No, not Full Pour's radio.
Oh, what is it?
Full Pour.
Yeah. Wait. What happened to Full
Instagram.
Pour Radio?
Oh, okay.
Pat's
Yes.
busy.
Oh, okay. I thought you
He's
were
the
talking
guy that
about-
makes my T-shirts and everything, and he hasn't answered me in 3 days.
Hey,
So he's
nice
he's gonna
married
be good.
couple who do things
They're
together.
not married either.
I'm sorry.
Keep going. You're doing great.
No, I was actually supposed to talk trash about them on the podcast. I was going to.
About
but
who?
Now you just said cocksucker, so I don't
okay.
have to.
Oh,
So
I mean, I
it's
hope
not
at least
full
one
Pours
of
yet.
them is.
So it's not the
I
same.
mean,
So it's not the same people. Then.
Yeah,
no,
it's a-
you have Full Pours Radio, and then you have an Instagram account called Full Pour.
and it was
Yeah.
them who we interviewed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did they
and
know that they're stealing someone's name? Or?
Technically not, because
Yeah.
Full
It's
Pour
Full
Radio I
Pour
think
Radio.
came out first.
They did.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
We
but
luckily were able to do just a bunch of interviews with people since Tyler was being sober for January.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
not easy.
Yeah. Well,
so
I mean, it's lucky we had that going on.
it's been 5 days. I have gained all of the weight back.
No, you
because
have not.
I'm getting there.
You have a Peloton.
Yeah, I haven't. I
Ooh,
used
you
it.
have Peloton?
I do have a
Yeah.
Peloton.
Ooh.
It is awesome.
It was weird when I lived
Yeah.
there because he would
How
do
is
it.
it different from a regular exercise bike?
You
You
see,
pay
Yeah.
a lot more money.
you see,
You
they
get
give
to you
a
get to
pa-
video chat with strangers.
They give you a pair of white shoes, okay, and they give you Kool-Aid. No, I don't know. It's just
They were
like
black.
a fancy.
The shoes are black.
They were red jumpsuits.
Yeah, you just listened to the last podcast on the left.
No,
they just
I
did.
just
oh.
know.
Oh, you just
I
know it?
listened to last podcast because I like that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. But no, they just did a whole. They just
Oh,
finished
did
the
they?
whole. Yeah, they just finished the whole.
But
of the,
I don't know.
I'm
it's
kind of
n-
boycotting them
Evans
because
Gate.
I'm anti-Spotify.
Oh, they start Spotify next week.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop.
All right, so
Um,
Full Pour is Nick and Sam.
Yes.
Yes, Nick and Sam.
And they
Okay.
do a really good job of like aggregating every
Yeah.
like event thing going on
I know these
at like
people?
breweries. Like
No.
they come through like Facebook. Like
They put it in
go-
an Excel sheet and they
and
calculate
they
it.
like
Yeah.
they put
Well,
it
it's
out.
mostly all Sam.
So
Yes.
they're
Yeah.
everywhere.
How
Yes.
do you know this? Wait, sorry. Like I'm
How do I know? Because I
Did you listen to our episode?
no
Well, why not?
no. It's funny.
no, we don't need a bag.
Actually, here's the funny thing: is I have not listened to one of your episodes yet.
That's fair.
There's a reason. When
I
I
was
did this
fishing.
podcast, I didn't listen because why? Because I don't want to know anything about you guys. I just want to come in and not try to copy what you're doing or try to just fit right in. Just let's go.
I almost respect
it.
that.
Kind of what I do.
That's a really good excuse. No, I'm kidding.
You know,
Pretty
it's funny-
presumptuous.
It's funny that you brought up like how he knows all this stuff. I was looking for photos on Instagram to use for posts when we release the show,
Oh God.
and I went through your Instagram page,
Oh boy.
and I'm like literally like
That's your
10,
excuse.
10 photos in,
Mhm.
and I looked at the date, and it's like it was like April 2018.
Yeah, I don't post much on Instagram.
Yeah, but you're always on Instagram,
post
and
a
then
lot of
I
stories.
realized
A lot of stories.
But no, not even stories. You're just in other people's posts
Oh, that yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
Just
Which
commenting.
makes no fucking sense because somebody will post something from like Tribus and there's Tom in the background, and then like 3 minutes later somebody will post something from like a brewery in like Niantic or some shit, and
Yeah.
Tom's like just nonchalant
Just
at the
in
end
the
of the bar, and like the blurry in the back of the photo. I'm like, how the fuck?
It's like
Because
Bigfoot.
he was
You're like,
running.
wait a
Yeah,
minute.
he
Yeah,
had to
really.
run
But
because
then,
he was that far
like
away.
some breweries will tag you. Like they'll say it's
Yeah.
always stout season, and I'm like, this guy is everywhere.
Because
I'm
it's
impressed. I'm not
it's
mad.
very very intense trolling, and it's all good humor trolling. People don't understand. It's like I kind of know how like the social media works and internet works. If you're always present, you're always there, and just to be enough to be annoying, but not where people get pissed off at you.
Yeah.
You're gonna always be in their forward mind. Like when new breweries come up and they put a stout, and I go, you forgot a hashtag, and they're like, what? I don't understand. And I'm like, it's always stout season, or hashtag it's always stout season, or it's stout season, and
Tom's
shit
a
like
dick.
that. Yeah, hashtag Tom M's a dick. That is an actual hashtag. Go on Instagram, and there's a ton of pictures of that too.
Oh my god.
But and it's just being, just kind of just always being there and not being to a level that you are annoying, but you're not annoying enough where they hate you and they're like, go away.
Yeah.
They think you're going away. I know, most of the guys in here are like, okay, why is Tom here? Go away already. You said you're
No,
you're
he
5
definitely
minutes
didn't say
ago.
any of that before you showed up. I
No.
promise.
In fairness, I didn't know you were coming.
Oh, see, there you go.
We used to do that when we first started the podcast. We'd
Yeah.
be everywhere and just be super annoying.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
That's how we got on Full Pores Radio.
Mhm.
They were at Blind
Different.
Rhino, and we
Mhm.
literally just
Yeah, that's right.
we just sat down while he was interviewing somebody and just started talking on this
Yeah.
microphone.
That's pretty awesome.
And you just get, and there was a joke with me years ago. There's like 6 of me. I work a full-time job, and I'm everywhere going to be in. Like, there's a few, 2 of me are sleeping right now. One's at one brewery, one's at another brewery, the other side of state. One's doing heroin in the back.
Three of them are jerking off.
Well,
At least
Each
three.
other.
to
Is
each
it
other.
like
Yeah.
Each other.
Is it like a triangle? Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a triangle.
Well, all with the left hand because never mind.
I use my left hand now.
I mean,
It's
Yeah.
left-hand jerk.
You got to use your right hand for the mouse.
So does the middle Tom jerk off
Exactly.
the two outer Toms?
I'm
And the
not
two
gonna
outer
get-
No,
Toms
you
just
sit in
like
a
smack each
triangle.
other's
you're
hands.
skiing.
They try to jerk off the inner Tom.
You're skiing. What? Why are we going into this?
Or do they go?
Wow, this took a real
you could
dark
go,
turn.
You can go tip to tip and go all the way from base to base.
I mean,
Ever seen Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
Boom, just like that.
You could Eiffel Tower yourself.
There you go. Keep up, Tom.
you just lost a lot of viewers
Or gained
listeners.
a-
We
Or
lost
a-
all our viewers because we don't have a show.
But you also gained
That's
a
right.
whole
No one's
new
listening
audience.
to this
Yeah.
anyway.
No, I mean,
I think opened a
we
new
don't have
door
a video
here.
show.
Yeah, there's a whole new audience jumping in on this now.
Last week, Nice Cans brought up how she would bring in some feminist listeners, and I'm like, probably for about the first 3 minutes of the show.
That'll go for a while.
Yeah. She's a lesbian, if you guys don't know yet.
You just outed her. She picks,
outed
She
herself.
decides when that happens.
No,
Yeah.
she-
What?
what? She said she got married last week.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Where's the sound drop?
Uh,
No, not. That's not the one. That's not the one I meant. I
That's a
meant
better one.
from her wedding. Never mind.
Anyways, you guys want?
like man's no.
There we go.
I thought you were gonna say the macaroni.
That was
we never recorded. It was just us two.
no. They record. No, you never sounded.
No,
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
all of us did that on mic.
Just out of nowhere, we're just all of us doing that on a
And I will never unhear that.
Yeah.
Nope, can't. Scarred in my mind.
So you guys want to crack into one of the beers?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones.
You starting yours or?
Yeah, one of the Fabulous
Okay.
Cat ones.
So, while we're grabbing that, what's your guys' favorite episode you've done so far?
Oh God.
The next one. No, that's super,
Oh, God.
super conceited.
well
no,
said,
I'm
well
sorry.
said.
All of them.
Favorite episode probably was Tribus, and I feel like I hop on like the Tribus bandwagon a lot.
They're great.
They are.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, they're really good, and they're really
They're
chill
dickheads.
people. Tom said that just for the record. Yeah, because
Jake's like my hall pass.
So, because like we released the episode and that was like our 4th or 5th beer episode, and one of the guys reached out to us and was like, "Hey, listen to this. It's really cool." Like, had been really like into like the episode and followed us, and he's like, "Hey, if you're ever around, like come by the brewery. Like, I'll show you around." And he was really cool. Like, he was awesome. So Jeff and I were there and just made us like seem like we knew him forever. And then I just proceeded to buy a shit ton of their beer over the first half, like most of 2019, and nothing they put out is like bad or anything. So
No,
that
they
whole
put out some very good beer.
They don't make enough stouts.
And they're just super
True.
chill, cool guys.
Yeah.
Great vibe at the brewery.
So we had like Flo and Serial Killer, which is their counterweight collab.
I was gonna say they make awesome
really
like
good.
little video shorts for their beers.
Yes, that
And
is also
the,
to their
the
social media.
Serial Killer short is one of my favorites.
They make awesome gifs.
I just
Yes.
love them.
Oh, I knew that. Okay, I figured
think
that one
it's-
out.
They also make awesome what?
I thi-
Gifs. Don't.
Okay, I won't.
We're gonna get into that
Oh,
debate.
damn it, Jeff. Just say it's a GIF.
Because you say it too.
It's the correct way.
It is not.
No, don't fucking start.
I'll
Jeff.
talk to you after the podcast.
No, we will air our grievances out
Is it Festivus?
for the rest of us.
For the rest of us.
There's no poll. Not yet.
No, we can find a poll somewhere.
Yeah, I just went from 6 to midnight.
I just like this.
got
Only if it's J-Lo's
I got a
poll.
poll for
Hello.
you. You could,
I just love the serial killer skit when Sebastian's like
Taste of semen is
pointing out people, and he's like, "It's like no tie, ugly tie. I just don't like you."
Yeah, they put a lot of work into like their.
They do the video production, even like their photography. They put a lot of
Yeah,
work into
yeah.
it.
it's really
So
good.
that's the guy that like we
probably just an
reached out
iPhone
to.
11.
The guy.
Well, they have their in-house social media guy that just does everything social
Right.
media.
Yeah.
He does all the videography. He does all the gifs, whatever you want to say, all the pictures, all
You
the
live your
stuff.
life.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just that's him.
What
That's it.
beer is this? It's terrible.
What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
This is really good.
Baby Kittens. Baby
is it?
Kittens.
Whoa.
It's Baby Kittens from Fat
Fat
Orange
Orange
Cat.
Cat.
Is this just a
It's
regular
got like
IPA?
a nice.
That was a dig at
There's
Jeff.
like there's no anything on. Oh,
Alright.
sorry. New England
What
style.
on earth?
Yeah.
That's all it says.
Smell a lot of Galaxy.
New England IPA. You
A
mean?
lot of
Let
Simcoe.
me see if I can get some.
Totally joking. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to like fool the listeners that like I've actually learned a lot in the past
Our
year doing the
friend bought
podcast.
us a How to Taste Beer book. Did you read it?
Nope.
Definitely did not either.
Yeah,
What's
we
it
don't.
called?
We
Taste
definitely
beer?
don't do
Yeah.
that.
I already know.
Drink
Taste
it.
beer. Just throw it in my mouth.
Just drink it.
No, is it literally called Taste Beer though?
Like How to Taste Beer.
It was
Okay.
made
For
from some
dummies.
like doctor. Or
The older
something.
guy who's friends with Sam from Dogfish.
Maybe.
It's a kind of a decent sized book. Like he ate tall, this wide.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
thick.
Yep,
Talking to
yep,
microphone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually a good book.
I'm sure
He
it
tells
is.
you to sniff beer like a dog.
Yeah,
It's like very. Actually, it works. Holy shit.
Are you you good over there?
Yeah, if you do like quick, short bursts, you get like.
Oh my god.
I've snorted beer by accident on our show, and that's not fun.
That's
so
true.
So
I
on
almost
Untapped,
did that.
it says a lovely hazy pale yellow brew with a tiny hint of sweetness up on the nose. Up front, we find a relaxed medley of fresh citrus, mangoes, and pineapple. It finishes with a hint of pine and an invigorous grapefruit with just enough bitterness to cleanse your palate and invite you back for another sip.
Hey, Paulo.
Yeah.
Feel free to use a wrestling voice because it's no longer my most hated voice on the podcast.
You hated that voice?
That was awful.
Yeah, I
what
know.
was that?
Tyler can do a good Cleveland Brown.
Oh, nice.
Again.
Bust it out.
Oh, Peter.
That is pretty good.
I was gonna keep going, but that sounded really good, so I'm just gonna keep it at those two words. That's all I got.
And just like Cleveland Brown, voiced by a
Can you
white
say?
man.
Can you say you nasty? I feel like that's his tagline.
Are you nasty?
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, we did a show.
Mind if I see that can?
with just their beer, right? That Jeff brought in.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
All right, let me
You
see that
brought
too,
in
Jeff.
some of their beer, didn't you?
You like it in the can.
There it
You
is.
got me.
A bunch of their beer, and it was good.
Yeah, but they weren't canning at 12% yet. I was getting
No,
crowders
not yet, but yeah.
from the farm.
From the actual,
Yeah. It
from their
was-
one barrel system.
from the form.
From the
It
farm.
was, it was delicious.
It is like very unique, that place. Like we went to that on opening day last year, and I was like,
Well,
"This is someone's house."
I went, but the second or third week it was open ever, and I'm like, okay, great. And then I saw the crowds. I'm like, can never go back.
Oh yeah,
It's just too much.
It's not normally like that.
No, well, from over the summer,
Where
it
is
is.
this?
I don't know when you go.
Even on the summer, it's not
Really?
that crazy.
Where is
Fat
this?
Orange Cat.
If you
Oh,
go
fine.
like,
East
excuse me,
Adam?
if you go like 4th of July week, it'll be crazy. If you go
Yeah.
like, Memorial Day, it's crazy. But if you go on a regular
Really?
Saturday, it's
Okay.
not-
I've always been just because I've seen how many people go, and then they were getting upset that people were touching their chickens and goats
But see,
and
here's-
ripping their heads off.
Here's the thing, though. They don't. You can't.
People were touching
You can't
their
sit there and drink
chickens.
all day.
No,
you
it's just
can't.
it's they still they
Yeah.
don't do pours. They still do the
Right, and
the tokens.
You can only get like a certain amount of them. So
Yeah.
like even if 1,000 people go, there's not going to be more than.
It's
100
more
there
in
at
and
a
out.
time.
That's not bad. Actually.
What's the name of this beer again?
baby
Uh,
kid.
baby
Baby kittens.
As opposed to full-grown kids.
Sorry, I haven't been taking notes.
Way to go, Jeff. You never do. Never do. Just not bad. Not mad. Just disappointed.
It's okay.
Sorry, didn't
I
mean to
like
bring
it.
that.
Thanks, Dad.
No, yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm disappointed.
What platforms are you guys on?
We're on a lot. We're on Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. We just like host it through Anchor, and they just like share it out.
And then just Instagram for social media.
Just Instagram.
None of that fucking old person Facebook shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
boomer.
We are going
Okay,
to start a MySpace.
Yeah, we are gonna do a.
Does it still exist?
I logged on
It
to
still
my
exists.
old band's MySpace
Yeah.
And
few
is it
weeks ago.
functional?
All the pictures are still there. That's why I went to check out some old photos. But
I don't think like the MySpace that we know is around anymore. Like that.
No, they've changed it. It's more of what, a music vibe now?
Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake owns it, I believe.
Yes.
No, really?
Yeah.
Did you log on there after
Someone's
we
gotta
played
own
the
it.
video of you trying to do the Carlton dance?
No, it was before that. Maybe it was probably 2 months ago.
Damn, this is really fucking good.
I really want to
This
start
is a waste of internet. That's what that comment said.
Yeah, it was.
This is a waste of internet.
Damn.
There's a video of
Ouch.
there's a video up of Jay doing the Carlton dance in like a motel.
Hotel. It was a
Holiday Inn.
Inn.
Was it a Holiday Inn? It looked like
I don't
a
remember. It was like
it's a song.
2016. No, I'm sorry, 2006.
yeah. It looked like a Hotel 6. Whatever. Inside.
You're
It
an
was
idiot.
nice. It was a decent hotel.
But it had like 1,000 views, 1 like, and like 17 dislikes, and then a comment
And
just said, "This is a
one
waste of
comment.
internet."
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't post it. One of our friends did.
Yikes.
Good stuff.
Should have taken your shirt off.
You should have.
I was thinner than I am now. I was still fat, but I was thinner than I am now.
It's funny.
We all were in 2006.
It's,
We were also 26.
it's crazy how like at one point.
Yeah, 20.
To be 26 again, am I right?
Am I right?
Oh,
Feels like forever ago.
That was a year ago for you, I think.
Yeah.
we're old.
Yeah.
It's crazy how like at one point in your life you were that close to being fit and you just didn't know it.
Yeah, or you did and just still didn't care.
Yeah, you're like, it's just a little fat.
Or, hey, there's a beer.
I think I said it before. When I first met Jeff, he was very skinny. He was wearing like full like Adidas sky blue outfit with a visor.
Wow. What an
What?
image.
That's sick.
You still had that beard?
No.
How recent is this, Jim?
Probably 3 years.
Yeah.
I had it before we started the podcast.
When I first met Jeff, he really reminded me of, like hardcore reminded me of. You ever watch Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Like the friend that's a boy. You know, she's friends with like that goth chick.
The
Yeah.
one that's like she doesn't even go
And then
here.
the guy.
Yeah, and then the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff reminded me of that
That's
guy.
Jeff?
Always.
I don't
Yeah.
remember. who
I
that
don't
is.
remember
I
either.
remember the goth chick.
I couldn't get away from that movie. My birthday is October 3rd.
Okay.
And then this recently it was on a Wednesday, so I had to know the movie.
I don't know what October
That's
3rd is and
okay.
everything.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Oh, wait, that's
I've
right.
seen it
Oh,
maybe
that's
one
right.
time.
Never mind. Yeah.
He asked me what day it was.
Yeah, it's October 3rd. Yeah.
And on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Sorry.
just open that door
I was
for him?
thinking of Miss Congeniality. The perfect day is April 25th.
I think he's trying to get the fuck out.
It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
Are you serious?
But
What?
I got all the way up and then it fucking bounces out. I'm standing for the rest of the fucking show. Fuck that.
Commit. Fucking
Never
commit.
make a fat dude
You know,
get
I
out.
might stand too.
It's so hot.
Is it hot in here?
Yes.
It is a little warm in here.
I'm
sorry.
cold.
Are you really?
I'm small.
I'm sorry, man.
You are very petite, as they say.
It's weird.
okay.
This room's either like really, really hot or like cold.
Yeah.
I don't
never,
mean to copy
never,
you, Jeff.
Never right in the middle.
It's all right. I look up to you because I have to.
Put a ching.
Thank you. A lot of people do.
Ask
Who
him if he
brought-
plays basketball. He loves that question.
Who brought this?
I did.
Oh,
It's delicious.
where'd you get it from?
Nice.
hello.
ASMR.
Burp, Bruin.
What else do we
That
have?
was a good burp.
You don't like it?
No, I do
Not a
like
fan?
it.
I also got a goza,
Goza.
Goes in.
however you say it. That I don't know. I've never heard of the brewery before. The label just looked really cool. So
That is about half the beers I drink. I've
yeah, I'm
never
taking
heard
it
of
back.
the-
That used to be our old way of picking beer out. It had a
So-
cool label. We bought it.
Show Tom on the
That's
doll
why
where
we talk about it.
Show
he
me.
touched you.
It's right next to the Fire Orange Cat.
Jeff, what shirt are you wearing?
This one?
Yep, it's like white.
Blood Brothers.
Oh.
That was from. Is that Nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightmare
We just
Brewery.
had that at the Super Bowl.
Yep, we did.
Yeah.
No, we had the stout from Nightmare.
You
The
right.
17% one, yeah.
This is the one that my girlfriend had a
Readings
full
for a
four
nerd.
pack of.
This is at 12% too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What he just said.
This guy was really cool. He was actually like the coolest dude ever. And
I love the metal of
Jeff didn't go because he said, "Screw it."
it. My brother went out of
Dog
town. I
sit.
had dog sit.
What are you talking about? The
12%
the
thing.
the meetup?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
that
couldn't
Melissa
go.
did.
I
Yeah.
had agreed to dog sit.
Yeah, unfortunately I would have went, but I had to be a two. Well, I didn't have to be a two. They asked me to sell shirts, so
I had this.
I can't say no.
I had this, but I didn't see the can. It looks like a fucking Cannibal Corpse record.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
saw
the
it
point.
earlier. It's
Everything,
pretty
everything is metal.
Yeah.
Everything's
Oh,
metal.
really?
Oh yeah.
The owner, he's like,
That's how far away I was.
he has like a sick mohawk, and he It just loves metal.
I was on his Instagram, and a lot of it's just like set to death metal records and other
Uh-oh. Jeff's
extreme metal.
Jeff's brain's going. He's like, yeah, I'm
No,
gonna love this brewery.
I remember really liking that beer.
North Hate. Oh,
I know.
this is
I
what
know.
we're saying.
I know. He
Yeah.
made a reference to Cynic, and that was as far as-
Cynic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Creed.
Yeah. I've never hated Jay more than I
Yeah, it's drunk. Singing anything's fun when you're drunk.
do. Not Creed, dude.
Why? We were trying to make fun of his voice, you idiot.
No, you were
What
into
I
it.
do
You were
is
super
It
into
was fun.
You were
'cause
about
me
it.
was into it
Yeah,
too.
but that's like that goes back to your old days.
I did. It does actually.
I know that's
My
why.
Christian rock band. I was
Yeah.
in.
You were in a Christian rock band?
Faith
Hell
plus
yeah,
one.
I
Yeah, he
was.
was in Faith plus one.
Wait, I can't tell if you're joking. Were you?
Yeah, I
actually?
was.
No, he was.
Yeah.
This
That
is
is
the weird
awesome.
thing which you'll learn about. Well, you said you listened to the podcast.
I
If you-
listened to like the
have
first.
you ever
like,
heard of the
15.
of City Church? City Church. They're based out of New Haven.
He was a
They
Bible
meet
thumper.
at College Street Music Hall.
No.
What was your
Yeah.
role in the band?
I was guitar player and vocals. One
Nice.
Lead vocals or backing vocals?
of the
Harmonies.
on and off. There were three of us that switched on and off.
Jay loves. Yeah, there are
You-
always three of you that switch on and off.
Well, your name's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that the first person to make that joke?
That might be. Actually, I don't know. I'm
Oh,
old.
okay.
My memory's gone. No, but I was in a Christian rock band.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
No, it's
not.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah, there were good times.
Just kidding.
There were
Lot
some
of-
good times.
lot
We
of,
played. We played quite a bit.
Just kidding.
in France.
What is the audience?
Christians?
Is it though? Is it though?
Actually,
Pretty much.
I
yeah.
mean,
Ironically,
A
Satanists.
lot of times. No, we played
lot
like
of-
music festivals.
a lot of tribal
Christian
tattoos.
music festivals. So we played some big gigs. But
A lot of tribal armband
we played in
tattoos.
shortly before I left. We had played in Europe for 2 weeks.
You press any of
Playing
that
at like
music
youth
on a vinyl?
camps and what's that?
You press any of it on a vinyl?
No, it was all
Oh
CDs
man,
and
I would
shit.
get that.
Where'd you play in Europe?
It was pretty crappy.
Where'd you play in Europe?
Holland, Germany, and France.
Only dude
they-
I know
they-
who goes
so-
on tour in Europe and doesn't get laid.
So they really,
Well, I mean, he couldn't. It's
They
for
probably
all
just
I
thought
didn't
you
even drink
guys-
beer
for-
back then.
He wasn't married.
Oh,
I had
for
I
Jesus.
had like 3 sips of a beer in Germany.
well,
The,
you
o-
they
the
probably
only
didn't.
the only Christian rock band I know is Reliant K. I don't know if
Creed.
Yeah.
Creed.
They
Creed,
were big back
Creed
Nah,
and
nah.
Faith plus one.
I don't know Creed.
What was the
then.
other?
Reliant K was big around that time.
Yeah.
that I was playing.
What was the?
Wasn't POD
that
like
other
a?
one. Yeah,
POD
Christian
still is.
yeah, but you
I saw
loved
them live. I
And
saw
they're
them
great.
open for
Wait, POD
Insane
is
Clown
a
Posse.
Christian?
POD is, yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Payable
that.
on death. It's about Jesus
I don't. Okay.
Spoiler.
paying for your sins when he died. Come on, get with it.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a Switchfoot or something? They were-
Switchfoot.
yeah.
They're still very popular.
People
Skillet.
people in
Skillet's
Holland
very
probably,
popular now.
People in Holland probably didn't understand the lyrics because they don't. English,
No, they speak-
English
they
isn't their
speak
primary
English.
He
language.
yodeled
A
it
lot.
for them.
I learned how to say hi. How are you? Who had that met ya?
Yeah.
I'm good, thank
No,
you.
I mean,
Tattoo.
I listen to
Gesundheit.
I listen to
you.
Mexican music and like I sort of understand what they're talking about until like somebody explains it to me. I'm like, oh,
Can you-
I did not know it.
Can you tell me who the fuck those guys were at the Super Bowl?
Huh?
Bad Bunny and Jay Blavin, man.
Oh,
are they?
jeez.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know who you're talking
Super Bowl guys
They're
that
rappers.
came out with.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
I had
them.
no clue who they were either.
Ty knows him.
They're huge, like Latino, like pop singers.
Really?
Yeah.
I was,
big.
I was able to watch the Super Bowl at my brother's house. He has like a 12-foot big screen movie
Damn.
theater in his
Oh,
basement.
jeez, nice.
So
That's-
uninterrupted, and it's big enough so that your kid could be like 2 floors away and screaming, and you can't hear him.
Oh, that's awesome. yeah.
Yeah.
So
Whatever, kid.
You showed me pictures of the
Handle
house.
it.
It's a fucking huge house. So I'm not
it's pretty big. house.
trying to
Jeez.
Yeah, so that was the first time I ever got to watch the Super Bowl on a 12-foot screen.
fix
with
it,
like
man.
12.4
Nah, I can't hear anything.
surround sound.
What else are we gonna drink? Try that one.
There it
you
is.
go.
Thank you.
It was dope.
I want to. Let's keep it going.
We've been meaning to
Should we
replace
open
that
that?
cord.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, you
Crack a
got it.
lacking.
Shout out to Nightmare.
Yeah, seriously. That 17% stout that they make was really
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that.
Is this the one that they make out of communion wafers and wine?
good. No. I wish. They do make
That's
one. though.
Purdy.
I spoke to the owner. He's like, yeah, we made a beer out of like communion wine and wafers. And I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, didn't they make it out of blood too?
Allegedly. I don't know if that's legal.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of stuff
Just
that's
like
not legal.
Jaeger's made out of a deer's blood.
Sorry.
Is it really?
That's what they used to say.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Here he comes again.
Who? Jack? Oh, he's been here.
What's his
So
problem?
good.
He just wants. You know what it is?
That's attention.
I'll kind of bribe him with treats so he comes in quickly because he likes to wander outside. Yeah, it does. It has a
That
funk
nose.
to it.
It's got some stank on it.
No, the
Windlass
what is it?
of Erasmus.
The best one they've made at 12% is that short throw that they made, the stout. Oh my god, that was so well balanced. It was amazing.
Sharp throw.
Short throw.
Short throw.
Short throw.
would've been better.
I see you.
Short throw. There's just monkeys on the can.
How would you throw a shart? You just like fling it off the edge of your
It
fingers?
throws itself.
No, it goes.
It throws itself.
You know, when
propels.
when like your hands are wet and you kind of just fling the water
Speaking
off?
of
No, it
short,
propels out.
No, but
anybody see
Come.
that new game that's out? That toilet game with the plunger and the
I have
poop
it.
comes
I'll
out?
bring it next week.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas. Swear to God.
Of course you did.
You
Sure.
might have to
Yeah.
come next week.
It fires a turd in the
Yeah,
air.
if
You
I
gotta
was
catch
gotta
it.
catch it.
Yeah,
It looks like the most fun ever.
it's the best.
Is
Nobody
it
will
really?
play it with me.
Hello?
All right,
we have a
I'll,
whole
the
room
turd
of
game.
guests.
I
We're
will.
I'll
down.
bring it next week.
That
Can't believe
sounds
nobody
amazing.
would play that with you.
Yeah,
On Untapped,
it's called
there's-
Flush and Frenzy.
Flush it. That's it. Okay. I just see it. I'm like, really? They made a game about this? And I'm like, this actually looks like it'd just be a bunch of drunken fun.
That's
Yo,
why I
yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah. Just catch a turd.
And then everybody was like, "Nah."
Really?
That'd be funny if like the turd popped up and somebody was like, "This turd's wet," and you're like, "Yeah, I lost." The
It's
turd
a
that
real
came with it.
turd. I lost it. We had to put a real one.
I lost the original turd.
Oh, is it melting? Put it back in the freezer.
Yeah.
Mr. Hanky just comes out. Howdy-ho.
All right.
Look out.
On Untapped, by the way, there's a location that says Chodesville, and I just thought that was hysterical.
go?
When I was putting it in. Yeah,
What are you doing tomorrow?
going to Chodesville.
All right, let's do
I've
it.
never seen a dick that I didn't want to suck.
Yeah.
I have all
Oh,
the
man.
penis sound drops. That was
Yeah, everything you said is about penises. Penises.
Literally, we
there's-
went through that a couple
there's
weeks
that
ago.
one. Yeah, we did.
Actually, that was part of the podcast that got lost.
Yeah, so
Was
tell
it?
me more about this.
I don't know what happened, man.
Let's
I
not
think,
bicker and argue over who killed who.
Yeah, it just. Honestly, what I honestly think happened was the record button got maybe double clicked, so it got clicked off, then on off. Because there's a recording of the break,
The old
Got it.
double
like when everybody's going to the bathroom and stuff.
The old
The old
dick
double-
twist.
The old double
That's a
click.
risk you take when you drink and podcast.
Podcast.
Actually, speaking of it, are we recording right
It's
now?
never happened to you guys, or are you better than that?
Yeah, are we actually recording?
We are. I just checked.
I
it.
don't think
Yeah, when do we start?
I don't think I've ever been like drunk when I record for that reason, because like the way that it works out is I have two USB mics on a monitor on like a Mac, and then I'll look at kind of GarageBand,
Hang in there, guys. It gets really complicated. Go on.
Go ahead.
and that's kind of it. But like I have to make sure that like it doesn't stop recording. Like sometimes my computer will freeze, so I'm like kind of freaking out. So there's a lot of moving pieces. But like when we go live, like I'll like rip shots of Fireball and like chug beers and stuff, just like for the sake of being alive, and that's really the only thing.
Just to feel something.
To, like someone will like be like, "I'll do a shot," and I'll be like, "All right," and then do a shot. Like I have Fireball in my freezer that's like right
It's
behind.
somebody do a
record.
shot. It's the Beer Man Beer podcast saying Cannonball on our live feed.
That's that too. Yeah, so that's
We
how I
do a
shout
shot.
out.
Oh, that's
know
right.
it.
You guys do a live feed too.
We know
I
it
forgot.
well.
Yeah. So so every time they say Cannonball, I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna do it because I'm gonna call their bluff, and I did like 3 or 4 times, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna chug beer, and I was like, all right, let's record. So yeah,
Doing that enough leads to a sober January, huh, Ty?
yep, that's basically why I did a sober January and / Whole 30 for the entire month of January. Because
And a whole 30. Nice.
Did you ride your Peloton every day?
no, fuck that. I did it like twice a week, and I
Okay.
worked out like the other.
Let me
2
tell you
weeks.
something. I used to live with this
Oh
man.
yeah, you were gonna say that.
And I have to tell you this because it's important that sitting down the hall watching TV while you're on the Peloton confused me because all I'd hear was loud grunting.
It wasn't grunting.
It was grunting.
not.
Did you have that attachment like in It's Always Sunny that where the dildo fires?
Yes, yeah, it sounded like he might as well be.
Did you sound like women's tennis?
Now, do you sing along to like? Did
No,
you sing
but it was
along
more
to, like,
consistent. It was like you know, like it was going nice rhythm to it, but he's.
I also breathe really loudly, so
That's what you want to call it.
doesn't. Yeah, I was
Your
gonna try
girlfriend and I would look at each other, just go, "You're here, so what else is he doing?"
All right, let's
was probably his
travel
hammer
down this
rubbing up
this
against the
path.
seat.
Tell us what happens next.
Why did you bring out a bottle of lotion, Jay?
There's always a bottle of Vaseline near the bike. No, no,
I don't know what they do on those
I
live
just
feeds.
like it's crazy. It's a hard workout, and I'm a big guy, and I'm trying to.
me some glory hole.
Ooh, that's a new one.
That's been around.
I'm not a quiet exerciser when I'm in my own house, Jeff. Okay, so I'm sorry.
True. You know,
Excuse me.
I'm sorry to inconvenience you with my
really
exercise.
explore the space.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is
I
one
like
of
to
the
get
biggest.
to know the bike, Jeff. Okay.
This will be.
Oh,
the-
he gets to know the bike.
this will be what divides our podcast.
yeah, I will.
Hello, Peloton.
Are you like, how loud are you? Are you like, get kicked out of Planet Fitness loud?
No. So where the bike was in Jeff's room, it would share a wall, and it's an older house.
Oh, yeah, we all
Oh,
know the
the
sharing
sharing
the wall
wall.
story.
Yeah.
So
Wait, I think I have something for that.
I want me some glory hole.
Dude, when me and Drew were roommates, we had our beds were up against the same wall, and we wanted to bash a hole above the bed so that we could high five while we were fucking.
Dude,
I'm
you
surprised
please-
with that
if
apartment
you
that
put,
you guys didn't do that.
If you put pink duct tape around the hole, it keeps the aesthetic.
There you go.
Somebody
But-
did kick in the closet from the hallway.
there you go.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Who was that?
It was Burns.
Oh, yeah.
May you rest
It
in
just
peace.
Hey,
sounds
rest
like-
in peace.
In short, it just sounds like heavy breathing when I'm doing the Peloton because it's hard. So I'm just like,
Erotic heavy breathing.
take it as you will. Take it as you will. That was it. That's
Yeah,
all.
you're
the breathing.
working out hard. You're
Yeah.
sweating, glistening.
Rome wasn't built in a day. I gotta. I only got a half hour. I gotta push. I'm not helping my kid. I'm really not helping my kids.
No, you're not.
I'm not normalizing this. You know what? Take it at face value. Take it how you will.
I had a roommate.
I don't take it on my face.
I had a roommate.
I'll swallow it, but
You
don't.
gotta take it over-
I'll
yeah.
swallow it. Don't put it
Because
on.
it gets in your beard
Yeah,
and then you
it's
gotta
a mess.
wash it. It's a mess. Yeah, it's a lot of work for you.
It's a
I
nice
actually had
beard.
a visual just now. It was weird.
Incidentally, that's
Whoa, what?
Just, I pictured it.
incidentally that's why
IRL.
I actually prefer girls not shave.
Yeah,
'Cause
go on.
that's
Yep.
more inconvenient for them. It's hard to get it out. So,
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's
Weird though.
And that's
makes
why
So
Really
like
makes it-
like
most
Velcro.
women don't like this show.
Well, even in the back. We asked Matt Knight if his wife got an extra stitch from her.
Yeah,
We
that's
did ask Matt Knight that.
He did. I listened to that. I'm like, ooh, I definitely should not have. What did I say? The new car scent or something? He's like, extra stitch. I'm like, yeah, extra stitch. It's like it's like new car scent.
I love Matt Knight.
for your dick.
Well, you had him on. You had him on the show. And
No,
you-
no.
oh.
We
He has
We've had him a few times
Oh,
on the
yeah.
show. Not here.
At
Usually we do
events.
remotes and stuff.
Oh,
He,
okay.
he
Can you
called
hand me
in
the Nightmare
when the Beer Man Beer guys were on
The Nightmare
because he gave them beer to bring for the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I had a roommate when I lived in
Sure, very
Jersey,
good.
and he used to stay up until like 2 a.m. playing video games or jerking off. And you can always tell because when he was playing video games, you could hear like the controller clicking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
And if the controller wasn't clicking, he
No,
was going.
and grunting because the dude would get like mad when like he would like
Yeah.
be losing at games, and then like when he was jerking off, the grunting wouldn't stop, but the
Ugh.
remote clicking would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, there's either
New Jersey.
there's either like a
Pretty good.
like a video montage in the game or
Crushing it, dude.
this dude's on Brazzers or something.
Oh, I have an adult
blacked.
kind of, but it's not really a story, but
What?
it's about porn stars. Apparently, they're walking in Fashion Week in Paris.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Porn
like
stars?
real like chicks from Pornhub.
They can walk.
Not
I
the
mean,
night
they're
after.
kind of knock-kneed, I think.
Not the day after.
Yeah. Well, it depends on if it was like an anal gangbang or, double penetration.
DVDA.
Any-
Tree VDA.
Anything on blacked.
I don't pay for I don't pay for my porn, so they're either on their back or it's like the the low from behind camera angle.
Yeah.
The free shit. Yeah.
The free shit.
Yeah.
Pornhub.
I'm not
Brother,
paying-
sister,
I'm not paying for anything.
Why would you want the whole half-hour video?
I don't need it.
I like a story plot.
I
I'll
don't
skip
want
along.
it.
They cut out the good parts.
Well, they got rid of. Was
Half hour. I don't
Does
want half hour.
Cinemax still actually show that? Like
Skinemax?
Skinemax. Is
I
there still?
believe so.
I haven't had Skinemax or Cinemax in years, so I don't even
How's
know.
that still a thing?
Friday after. That's what
Who
I'm
needs
wondering. Is it still a thing?
You
Older
got
people.
Reddit now. You don't need anything
Well,
else.
I'm just
They still,
wondering.
hey,
I
they
have
still
it-
sell Buicks.
I have an industry question.
Yeah.
Wait, porn industry or beer industry?
Yes, porn. 100%
Oh, okay.
porn industry.
I'll handle this one, boys.
I got you.
That's the wrong button.
Sorry, wrong button.
Tried to
I was- they
cancel
pressed
it.
like 4 times.
That was a great segue. I got a porn question.
tried to
If
cancel it.
porn makes so much money, it's such a big industry that makes a lot of money. Where do they make their money if we could just get it for free online?
It's all called ads.
I think
It's-
ads.
I don't
same
watch an
size.
ad when I go to
No,
Pornhub.
but they're
they're
all over
they're
the porn
posted on the
site.
page.
Yeah, people pay for
Like
that.
Pornhub is like one of the top like 20 visited
Traffic
websites.
junkie?
Yes, in like one in the world.
Yeah.
Like it's top 20. So if you have like a Google ad or like just a display ad on the right hand side, it's gonna get like tens of millions of views. You have that at 10 cents a view or
I mean,
whatever
how
the
does
market value
YouTube
is.
make
But
money?
the only
That's
problem
the
is
worst.
the only problem is those ads aren't going to be for Tide. They're
Yeah.
going to be for hot moms.
singles
No,
in
yeah.
your
See,
area.
yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem with like Google AdSense because if you don't like incognito mode all like your porn browsing, then those ads pop up and then you're just
Yeah,
like
I'm always on
looking at
incognito.
regular
It's
The hot
websites.
singles in your area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking for plane tickets and your wife's like, why is there an ad for?
Because they're also looking to get.
You're
some-
looking at toys for your daughter.
miles.
You know, hot moms in the area. Like, wait a minute.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. I can't. Barbie, right? I don't know.
Eee.
Well, see, I learned something today, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
learned
Or the
something
opposite
today.
happens.
There's
Like,
actually a great podcast about it if you want to listen to it.
And the name of it?
It's the last days of August. Ames. Yeah,
Aw.
she killed herself,
May she rest in peace.
but they really go into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the whole.
no pun.
I mean, like
no pun intended. Am I right?
They go into they go into the whole
into it,
industry.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like not just like her.
Not her
specific
death, but
the whole-
everything, the whole thing. That's cool.
Her story
who was
was she like said some racist shit or something, right? Or homophobic stuff.
Well,
Who
she
was
said
the
she didn't
Muslim
want to
chick?
work with guys who work with other guys.
Yeah, it was homophobic.
Well,
And then people
it's not
started, like-
homophobic. It's like literally you have a higher
Yeah.
chance.
Oh, dude, I stumbled across one of those the other day.
You have higher standards.
Dude, I stumbled across one of those the other day.
No,
it
no,
was
that
it
was a
was
joke.
it was troubling.
Tell
What?
me.
2 dudes?
No, it was like
Oh,
a
tell
buff
us.
dude.
Wait, hold on. Let's just.
What?
Yeah, okay, there we go, yeah.
Don't make it a segment.
Oh, I don't know why it's not going louder.
So anyway,
There you go.
Thanks, Dave.
Go ahead, continue.
Paul was watching two dudes. Yep, go on.
No, it was like a buff dude and like a chick. It was like an audition type of deal.
Sure.
And then like a second guy comes in. You know what I mean? And
I
I'm like, all
Here
right.
to fix your cable.
No, I'm like,
No.
oh my god, it's a tag team deal. You know what I mean? So she's like blowing one dude, and the other guy's kind of, hitting her from the back. And then the guy pulls out, and the dude that she's blowing starts blowing the other dude. And I'm like, oh, like
Wait, say that last part again. I was
it was
looking at
gross.
something.
It was two dudes. It was two dudes.
You were looking at what he's talking about. Don't worry.
He's like, hold on, I gotta pull this up.
Not
It just
gonna lie,
went.
you had me in
It
the
just
first
went
half.
full on.
Not
It
gonna lie,
just
that
went
happened in the
full
first
on
half.
gay scene, and this chick's kind of just like off to the side.
And the guys are blowing each other.
Yeah,
What did you do? What was your reaction?
I like. I
Jay's
don't
like,
know.
say it
I
slower.
like panicked.
You were
I
like,
mean, you
I'm-
finished and then you finished.
You're like, I'm repulsed, but I don't want to look away
Yeah.
out of respect.
As soon as like Louis C.K. As soon as I come, we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was troubling
Damn.
because you're already like 3/4 of the way there. So you
That
have
had to be in the description of the title though, because they described the whole video in
I
the
don't
title.
do that. I don't read anything.
You don't read?
He doesn't
No, I
read.
don't read.
He just looks at pictures.
I buy Playboy for the photos. I'm one of those
fair.
guys.
They work hard on those articles, man.
Yeah, fuck the articles.
Dude, I don't know if I ever mentioned this. I think I might have mentioned it on the podcast before, but when I was growing up, when I lived in Monroe, my next door neighbor, so we were like 16, right? My next door neighbor was a girl, same grade as me, and we would hang out because we lived like right next door. And I had just moved here. I knew nobody, so like she was the first person I met. So we're like hanging out at her house. She was like doing something, putting laundry.
What's her name?
I'm not saying her name.
Did you ever
I'll
say,
tell you later.
Did you ever say titties in front of her? Did she get mad? Girls hate when you say
No,
titties.
it's fine. But so somehow we ended up in her parents' bedroom. We weren't like doing
Oh.
anything. We just ended up in her parents' bedroom, right?
Been there.
So they had this like
Giggity.
it was like a king size bed with a built-in like at the headboard, right? Fucking, I swear to God, it's this long, right over the headboard. All Playboys, like right over the headboard. Like, what are you doing? Like pulling one out and opening it and laying it on her face? Like it's right above her head.
Yikes.
That is weird.
Maybe it's like a Russian roulette, like it, and that one.
It was crazy.
Ooh, 74. That was great bush.
It was crazy. There must have
remember
been
where I got
200
this.
issues.
That's
That
fantastic.
is
What the hell?
Jesus
Just
Christ.
out in the open.
On top of her head, like 3 inches away from her head while she's sleeping.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I had a buddy whose dad would put
That's
them in a
weird.
milk crate in the garage, which is a terrible place to hide Playboys.
'Cause
It
it
ended
has
up in a
holes.
milk crate in your garage?
No, not my garage. I didn't have any stuff growing up, man.
Oh, I did.
I was deprived.
I
I told
did.
you
I
I had the one edition of Nubian Lust.
That's
It
right. Yeah,
disappeared.
that's right.
It disappeared one day. I didn't ask any questions.
Nubian.
Just imagine my
Lost
parents.
the time.
What's a Nubian?
Huh?
You're assuming your dad was looking at it?
No, I assume my grandma probably found it when she was making my bed one day. 'Cause
She's really into black chicks, so.
and she probably saw it and was like, "Nope, throw this out."
Jeez.
She wasn't racist or anything. I think it was more like
Paulo
nudity.
likes
so-
him the mochaccino.
Huh? I'm an equal opportunity guy.
I'm with you,
That's
bud.
fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
You sure are.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey now.
We're all human.
IEassmonster49@gmail.com.
And that was episode 89.
I hit a little bit of everything on that one.
Yeah, you got a little
My
finger
God.
slipped. You okay there, Jay?
I'm good.
You got a little nervous?
That was Jay's version of shut up, shut your mouth.
Shut up.
We-
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
You don't have a beep. You just hit all the buttons.
I know we tell everybody to get close to the mics, but Tom, can you get away from the mic a little bit? A couple inches.
Doesn't have to go in your mouth.
He's not loud. He's been very quiet.
Yeah, I've actually been very quiet. I've been trying.
Except for when he talks.
He's been quiet for Tom.
He has
Yeah, I've been quiet for
Tom.
me.
Bravo, man.
I try.
We love you. We love
I
you
know.
either way.
All right, what else are we drinking?
Yeah, give me something.
Yeah,
Somebody
let's-
pour something.
Suck it to me.
Oh, dude, he's so much better than you already.
Why? You didn't rinse between the IPA and the sour?
I didn't even ask. He
No,
just did
don't
it.
ask. I'm a bartender.
Wow.
You didn't rinse mine. Well, because I haven't got there yet. You were still drinking.
Yikes.
Thank you.
To be honest, you're doing pretty good over there.
What a great
too.
bartender.
I'm not. Thank you.
So let's just-
You know what? I
Let's
appreciate
just keep it this way.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Paula, what are we drinking next?
Whatever you want. Out of the fridge, man. Or if you want to crack one of these
I'll
two
crack
open.
one of mine.
Crack a Tom M beer. Tell us about it, Tom M.
It's always stout season. So
While you do that, I just wanted to debut the penalty shot sound drop, and because
A new one?
Yeah, I finally got it cut down, but Dave hasn't put it on the soundboard yet. So
yeah, I will. No, that's Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh, you did cut it. Okay, yeah.
I did.
What? Every time someone says stout season,
No, every time somebody says
I love it.
the name of
Says what? Says
I don't
what,
get it,
Jeff?
and I
Says
love
what,
it.
Jeff?
the name of a certain POTUS,
Which one?
the current one.
Did you watch the State of the Union?
Apparently, he got acquitted today.
He did.
He did.
Yeah,
Not guilty. Y'all got to feel me. H to the S-O.
Did you watch it yesterday? He's like giving away like scholarships and shit.
Yeah.
Did you get a car?
I already handed out like
Ellen.
the most prestigious like
Scholarship.
awards
to
to
Rush
Rush
Limbaugh.
Limbaugh.
To
Yeah,
Rush
because he's got
Limbaugh.
stage 4 lung
Yep.
cancer.
Yeah.
He
the
did.
guy
That's why I
that
did
said
it.
slavery
I think you
was
have my
oh
notes.
He was like
that
brought
said slavery was okay, got the best medal
Presidential
Yeah.
Medal of Freedom.
But he
yeah
did-
the,
he did
so
that.
the highest honor civilian.
Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh.
Jeez.
Rush got
he
this?
did that. He did. He gave away a scholarship
Wrong
to a
Rush.
kid. He brought back a military member
Tuskegee Airmen.
to no. They had like the military wife.
Oh,
and
to,
the two
like, the
kids.
family.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Like,
he's
she didn't know
Your
when she turned
husband's
around."
here. It was like
Wow.
an episode of Ellen. It was
Yeah,
great.
pretty much. And she was a bad
Must have missed
actor
that
because
episode.
I saw that reaction. And she was like, "What? Oh hi!" And I'm like, "You knew."
And you know what the best part is? He's just out of nowhere. He's
Don't you
like,
believe
your
in
husband's
romance?
back. And guess what? He doesn't have to go back to service.
Yeah, you can't do that and watch like 3 months. Yeah, I got to go back overseas.
Yeah.
But Trump said no. Yeah, well he.
Oh! See, that's the beauty of
Play,
it.
play the sound.
Is you
guys.
start getting into it and then you just lose all your
Oh.
your bearings.
All right, where's the
And
Jaeger?
you say it.
Ty,
It's
this
in the
says-
freezer right behind
Oh,
you.
nice.
says chocolate.
Pour
in it.
yourself a shot.
Yes.
No,
Do you have to work early tomorrow?
maybe.
No, I work.
It
That's
does.
why I'm here. We're
Yeah.
I looked at it.
Wait,
Do you
are
like
you
it?
you're
I haven't had
prepping?
it
You meal
Yeah.
prepping
This
over
is
here,
delicious.
Paula?
Those are
So if
Jeff-
you like sours.
Jeff actually hates chocolate, so this is gonna be interesting when he has.
It's
his
more like,
like
raspberry
raspberry.
than chocolate.
Do you like?
I did have a
peas,
beer
Paula?
that's chocolate.
I meal
Yeah.
prep for the dog.
Heard it.
That's for. Oh, it's for Jack.
Yes, the dog.
That's awesome.
Oh shit!
Jack, can
Hold
we
on.
get you something over there?
I was supposed to do this when you said it.
A blowjob would be nice.
Yeah.
That's a
Penalty
different
shots.
layer of Pornhub.
Oh yikes!
Yikes.
It sucks, doesn't it suck?
What?
Like the defeat washes over you after you've said it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you you forgot you fucked up.
I don't think I've ever done it.
You did. You did.
Congratulations, you
Was
played
it said
yourself.
his name? I think once, really early.
Maybe.
One
once,
time
yeah.
you skirted your shots too. I don't know if you ever made up for it.
You
but-
did. You did skirt him. You
He
said
was
you-
supposed to video record him doing the shots, and he never did.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, I do remember that. So I did do it once. And
best
I
part
just
of-
never drank. Is what
The best part of the sound drop is a little like Pee Wee Herman chuckle at the end.
I haven't Jaeger in years. Oof.
That's
You
great.
did it already? I missed it.
Yeah, I already did.
All right, so tell us about this
You
beer.
did. Oh, and also the Southern, by the grace of God, shot glasses.
Oh my God.
I explained this. I
That's
explained this on
actually, that's actually perfect.
I explained it on the last episode. This is back when Confederate flags were just like a joke.
We had a whole conversation about the Ku Klux Klan earlier before we started
Oh
recording.
yeah, we did.
We did. They used to be based out of Shelton in some form.
Some of them.
So,
The leader lived in Wallingford,
there you go.
and I'm still trying to get New England Cider to make a black currant cider and release it on Martin Luther King Day. Just saying.
What is
And
that?
how's that going?
Because they're from Wallingford.
No, they're not doing it because they're in Wallingford, but they're not going to do it. Trying still. It's been 3 years.
Never give up on your dreams.
I mean,
Anyways,
got to believe in something.
that doesn't. You know what? Without context, that sounds really bad.
All right, what is this
They
beer?
should do it. They should do a cuve.
Anyway, this is the. There we go. I was wondering when the bell was going to happen. Kingsman Skygazer collab. Astro Domini. It's a milk stout brewed with raspberry and chocolate.
This is awesome.
Justin from Black Hog is brewing at Kinsman now, right?
Yes, he left right after 5-year mark and went to Kinsman.
Was that due to the lawsuit or?
No, that was. I think he had 5 years. He came with the brewery.
There's a lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
Talk about the lawsuit.
Whose lawsuit?
No, don't even start.
I swear to God, what
It's
are you
actually
talking about?
settled. No,
Black Hog.
Black Hog got
They
well.
overserved a cop. That
I
Oh,
never,
yeah.
I never heard this.
They
Are
overserved.
you dead serious?
I swear to God.
All right.
Yep.
Well, shut up and I'll tell you. So they had a retirement party for a state trooper. Bunch of cops went. They overserved a cop who was driving home, and he got in an accident on the way home. So
And?
so
he
got,
sued them.
No, they all got arrested. There was a woman and her daughter got hurt.
Fuck them.
So
the
they
cops.
sued Black Hog, and they
Oh,
won.
the
Fuck
woman
the
did.
police.
Yeah, but they also.
What
it's-
happened to the
No,
cop?
they didn't
He's
win.
still
They
going
settled.
through. Yeah, they settled on it.
Still going through what?
Yeah.
The ramifications.
That was a couple months ago.
Of-
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His injuries?
No, he's
No.
gonna get like fired and arrested, and
No, it's all done.
So what? You're
It's
a
over.
cop. You know the fucking rules.
he's not done.
No, he's done too.
What did he
It-
get out of it?
Nothing.
Yeah, of course he did.
Well, apparently he was
got,
on
like,
some
2 weeks vacation.
big case.
So wait a
He
minute.
was,
I'm sorry. The wife.
No,
Sued?
The wife-
No.
no.
The cop hit a mom and daughter.
Yeah, on the way
Oh.
at home.
So they sued the brewery.
Yes.
Yes.
And
But they.
And the guy got arrested.
So apparently, but also on Black Hog side, apparently they have on video camera the cop doing like drinking in his car and doing shots in his car before he like drinking heavily, and they didn't serve him that much.
Yeah.
But it's how the laws go.
I was a
It's lab-
bartender too.
exactly.
I've seen cops get fucking
Yeah.
hammered. They drink like crazy and drive. All of them fucking do it.
At a place that
Interesting.
rhymes with Quirkies.
You know what annoys me? Like,
We call it beepies.
Yeah, that's our peepees.
and I have police officers in my family, so I respect what they do. But what annoys the shit out of me when you drive by one and they're on their phone, but they're not like low key on their phone. They're just like this, like elbow up
Yeah.
on their phone.
Up on the
It's
window.
Like, come on, man. Like,
No, they
at
don't
least
care.
pretend.
Who's
like
gonna
you're
pull
not
them
on your-
over?
Do a
I
citizen's
know,
arrest.
Good.
I feel like that never comes. That never works out right.
I was
It
in
does
my
if
first.
if you're not drunk.
I feel like
Drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
well,
I feel
there
like you
go.
base that off of.
Excuse me, officer. You're under arrest.
I have a good theory about that. I feel like people base that off of YouTube videos they watch.
Oh God, I've been watching those of late.
And
The
and-
Sovereign City.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Citizen-
I'm a
those
sovereign
videos,
citizen.
those videos kind of follow the same rule as like the extreme parkour videos.
Yeah.
Because the dude,
What?
What?
No,
I was
I'm
like,
ready.
yeah, wait a minute.
Let him
Follow
let him-
me.
Yeah, I'm ready.
because the dude who does like the extreme parkour guy who's like running along the top of a building and
Sure.
then falls off the building.
Yep.
That video never makes it to YouTube.
That's
no.
true.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. I watch those all the time.
It goes on live.
Not
video.
as
But
much,
not
though.
the guy
Yes,
who not
you're
the
right.
guy
Not
who
the guy that
made it.
records it himself and then he falls out when he has a body camera and he dies.
Yeah.
That video's never making
No,
YouTube.
that is posted
Yo,
by
they
his
go-
asshole friends.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
so the
seen
dude-
those videos.
well,
They're
then the
posted.
asshole
So the-
friend does it,
so
but
the
you don't see
dude-
it as often.
I love those videos.
Yeah, so the dude,
You
so the
sick fuck.
citizen's arrest guy that walks up to a police officer on his phone with his cell phone out and it's
Yeah.
like, I'm recording this, and the cop grabs his cell phone and like curb stomps it. He's like, no, you're not recording it anymore.
That doesn't make
Yeah,
it.
but if you go live, then he. Can't,
I guess you
yeah.
could.
I mean, that's what they say. I'm broadcasting live. Oh, and I've watched them. They're like, oh, this cop doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't uphold the Constitution. And I'm like, and it goes for 25 minutes. And I'm like, oh, my God, do you really want to waste your life for 25
Didn't
minutes?
that
to
one
an hour?
lady broadcast live and the police shot her husband like 20 times?
Oh my
They
God,
shot him once, but yeah, she
Jesus.
was broadcasting live.
Yeah.
that's a big difference. It's a
Yeah.
19-shot difference.
I mean, one shot, 19.
I mean,
empty a clip, reload, go again,
if you die after one, what really is the
Yeah.
difference? There is
What's
no
the difference? You're
Well,
dead after the first one.
ask
Just
50
make sure.
Well, maybe 50 Cent. He knows. He's been shot a bunch of times.
Ask Tupac. I mean,
He's not dead.
I know, exactly. Ask him. That's what I'm saying.
I love it. I have a very level-headed police officer in the family, and anytime those stories come up, you're like, "Hey, did you hear about the guy that got shot in his car, a police officer?" He's like, "Yeah, they shouldn't have shot him."
Thanks.
It's very true. He's like, "So what else is going on?"
It's true.
I'm like, "Very true, very true. I can't argue that."
This is good.
Anyways,
Yeah. You were actually, when you looked at them, you're like, I'm drinking this one.
Yeah, it's
this smells
Well,
like it
I
tastes.
like the art on the can.
Yeah, they do.
If I was high, I'd really like it.
Going back to everyone looks at the can art.
We
These
can
can
arrange
arts
that.
are really cool.
You like it in the can.
And it's there we go. Oh, you come
Ah,
back
he's
from
back.
the bathroom. Wow, that was good.
Before
Without
you
the
even put,
headphones
yeah,
on.
I didn't need
Yeah.
headphones.
I just heard someone say about the can.
Yeah, that's right.
But
This,
this is with the new park and stuff with the fruit in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
I love New Park.
Waiting to be stirred.
Yeah, thank you.
I love New Park.
This smells and tastes like a chocolate-covered raspberry.
sticky punch.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
What's your guys' favorite brewery in Connecticut? Have you been to a lot of them?
Besides Tribus, because you already said.
Define a lot. I mean, we've only been doing this for a
No,
year.
We've
so.
only been to like 20. We've only been to like a quarter of them.
Oh, okay.
Which when we started was about 75%. There's been some
Which is
over.
probably more
I was
than
gonna
I've
say-
been to.
I was gonna say
And me.
I only went on tour for a year and I've been to all of them.
Yeah. Well, are you
Yeah.
still technically up on all of them?
There's 19 more that I haven't been to that opened.
You're
since
like, there's
we were on
not
tour last
19.
year.
Yeah.
I, would
I know
say-
they're open.
That's
like
crazy.
So I'm going to 3 this weekend probably.
Nice.
I would say best all around. Probably Counterweight.
Yeah, that's good.
Love
It's,
Counterweight.
it's like kind of an interesting design.
Yeah.
And
That was
it
our
has, like,
first
Well,
remote show.
it's an old gym.
really?
Yeah, it's an old gym.
No way.
Yeah.
That explains the feet smell.
Yeah, I like Counterweight a lot. There's like 2 levels, and it's not even when it's crowded, it doesn't like feel crowded.
I haven't been there in so long. Gotta go back.
There was that. What else, Jeff?
Well, the two that I would name that I don't know about the best, but I just like the most is I like our trip to the Beerix.
oh yeah, the
Oh,
Beerix
alright.
was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I liked Alvarium.
Alvarium's
we like
Alvarium's
Alvarium.
awesome.
so
Yeah.
good. Such a
Alvarium.
cool spot too.
probably those. Yeah.
Did you guys get to meet all like the characters from the barracks or?
No.
We
We
went there, like,
we
a-
went there. We went there to do our thing to get a beer and kind of see the place.
No, I heard their anniversary party got a little wild.
Did it
In the
really?
snow. Yeah, I saw some pictures and guy was an assless chaps, but
What?
Was it Johnny?
Tyler.
no, it wasn't Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny. When Johnny comes on here, he gets fucked up.
He does.
Tyler.
In a
We
good
love
way.
him, man.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to go
Okay.
late night on a
I
weekend,
gotta meet
Friday,
Johnny.
Saturday.
Johnny
You've never
seems
met
like-
Johnny? Johnny's
no,
an
I
awesome
haven't.
guy.
Like we're still like very new into this. We went into this like podcast knowing 0 people in the beer industry, just being like, hey, like what's going on, and like trying to start from the ground floor. So here we are.
Johnny's
floor up.
Johnny's a great guy. When I think it was the gathering of the Binds last year, he was there,
He's been all of them. I mean, he's most of them.
and he ruined my Bind shirt. He
Oh.
called me over and
Son of
he
a bitch.
he like mouth poured an entire bottle of.
oh, that well, yeah, it was gathering.
Is
the
that
Vines.
why
Yep,
you
yep.
poured Jack Daniels all over me the other
Yep.
week?
yeah, pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he licked it off of you, so you weren't complaining.
Go on.
I gotta meet this man.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Johnny's a cool dude.
He seems like a cool guy.
Have you guys done any on-site shows at all, or is that anything
No.
you're looking
Not
into doing?
Not
Yes.
yet, but we do have something lined up that I won't spoil.
Can
But
tell,
we-
you
we-
tell
we-
us off the air.
But we
Yeah.
we have
you're-
Go on.
We
no
do-
one listens.
Are you guys gonna do it within the next 2 to 3 weeks? Because this probably won't be out by then.
Yeah.
we're gonna it's gonna be
Yeah.
we're gonna do it at the end of the month.
Yeah.
We have we've talked to
It's a leap year.
Tribus.
I don't know if that
Tribus
matters.
was really cool about it. We do want to do some like episodes at places that would be really fun.
Yeah, they're cool about it.
Especially since the first 15 minutes usually of our episodes are live on Instagram. I think that would be really cool
Yeah,
too.
we were gonna do it at Travis, but there was another podcast that came in and did it, so we were like, all right, cool. Like, don't even
Yeah.
What podcast was that?
I don't know.
forgot the name of it already.
It's crazy.
Was it the same?
If you know them, let us.
Were they heavy and fat?
Were you guys supposed to be there the same day? We were.
That doesn't narrow it down.
You guys got
Exactly.
We've done Tribus once, just once, right?
twice.
No,
Oh,
we've
you
done
did
it
twice.
twice.
Yeah.
You did twice.
Yeah.
My birthday when you made the whole brewery thing.
Yeah, that
I
was
did
awesome.
get the whole brewery to sing.
That was a whole good.
And then you did it once when I wasn't even there.
Oh, that's right. You
So
were
we've
in
done it 3
Canada.
times.
Were you there?
No, I think that
No.
was the second time.
I've done Tribus twice, and you did it once when I wasn't even there.
Really?
Yeah, we did do it once.
Really?
What did we do? Tribus, Alvarium, Counterweight,
Bad Sons.
Bad Sons.
Yep.
That's it, right?
No.
Lasting Brass.
Lasting Brass.
Lasting Brass. Oh, that's right. You did the first anniversary
Oh,
of
the
Lasting
helmet.
Brass.
You did, like,
Counterweight? Did you say counterweight?
Yeah.
the helmet art show thing you guys did.
Yeah,
right?
that was
That was that
Counterweight.
Counterweight.
Counterweight, yeah.
Oh, it was kind of right. I thought it was Lasting Brass.
Alvarium, you said that?
So,
Yep.
question when you guys like do like live shows because you've never done it before. Like, do you try to like pull like people in
Yes.
and just like get them and just see what happens?
People
And-
start coming over to you, and you can tell if they're really drunk enough to be interesting. And then, like, they'll start talking to you when you're not recording.
They come to you.
And then we're like, all right, this is crazy. Start recording.
Yeah, we literally, if you just turn a mic, we usually set up like a counter, and we'll sit on one side of it
yeah.
and kind of just gauge the room.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just turn a couple mics away from you,
Yeah.
and people just gravitate to them.
Yeah.
It's
true.
pretty funny. But it is Jeff's right. You do have to kind of let it flow for a few minutes before you start recording.
Can you see them coming from a mile away?
Oh,
like
yeah.
that,
Oh, yeah.
they're
Oh,
coming over
yeah.
here in about
It's
5
This
minutes.
dead stare.
It'll
Yeah.
be me. The next time
Yeah.
you do a live
You
show,
see,
it'll
you
be
see them
me.
do that whisper to their friends, like, I'm totally gonna do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Coming over.
I'm
They
gonna do
know-
it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Do you want
talk
me like
in the
Howard
microphone.
Stern?
They're gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna go talk in the microphone.
Well, one thing we did that was fun at Bad Sons for the it was the homebrew thing. What the
Oh,
fuck
we
was
went
the name of
around.
that?
We went around with the recorder.
Yeah, we actually had a portable little system and 2 mics, so we were able to walk around and like just pick people out at random to talk
Yep.
to.
That was fun too. I
the
think
fuck was the name
that's
of
when
that
we
thing?
ran into
The homebrew, the Heart
Brewers
what is
Ball.
it? Brewers Ball.
Brewers
Yeah.
Ball. That's what it was.
Oh,
we were
yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
We were
I think
there.
that was when we ran into Beer Man Beer for the first time.
No, that was the second brew.
Oh,
or
it was the
Brewers Ball.
second Brewers Ball. Gotcha.
I was at that one. Yeah.
Our
Yeah,
buddies
we've-
over at Squishy Bishop do the same thing. Kind of they have some.
I'm sorry,
portable
what?
mics. Squishy Bishop.
What the fuck is that?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Squishy Bishop.
They're like another podcast.
Erratic Spectacular.
Oh, really?
Yep. They're called Squishy Bishop Erratic Spectacular. That's like their full name.
They're a good time.
Great time. Yeah.
More of this shit.
Yeah. A lot of that.
That's definitely like a
Nice.
euphemism, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Squishy
so.
Bishop.
Sounds like an Oxballs toy.
We're still working on that. We're gonna get that.
Tom M.
We're
beer me.
getting that. We're getting that sponsorship. It's happening.
What do you want?
I saw a tweet that was from the Corona account, and it said $15 million to anybody who can make this virus called the Bud Light virus.
That was actually from their.
Yeah,
social
they're
media.
real. Yeah,
Oh my god. It's pretty great. I thought that was like a fake tweet.
no,
No,
it
that was real.
If you want a really good Instagram account to follow, like go and follow Slim Jims.
Dude, he comments on
They're great.
when Nugget. If you ever follow Nugget's a private account, but he's
No.
got like tons of views. It's a meme account.
Yeah.
He comments. The Slim Jim guy comments on everything. I watch it and I like see him comment on everything. Whoever runs Slim Jim, the actual Slim Jim,
Yeah.
doesn't care. Doesn't give 2 shits. They're like, yeah, go for it.
Really?
Great.
Fucking comment and they inappropriate stuff too.
It's
like inappropriate memes, and he comments is like, and I'm like, how is this? And I'm like, no, this can't be a real account. The like the L in Slim has to be a 1, but it looks like an L, and it's the legit Slim Jim account.
It's
Yeah.
Follow it.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
that?
You guys follow, dude.
Paulo, what's that fucking Hot Pocket thing you shared that time?
Hot Pocket.
Yeah, where it's like all the different Hot Pockets.
Oh, that was just a thing online.
That's
it
not a
would just
certain
be-
page? Oh,
Yeah, that was the night. I forgot what
those
the fuck
were
it
fucking
was.
hysterical.
Something happened. Like some big news story happened. The impeachment thing
I
happened.
like those ones.
And-
There's one that's just Hot Pocket. Bees.
This one's like just concrete. It's like steam. There's like
But-
crazy ones.
The one I love the best was the no filling hot pocket, and underneath it just says it's a loaf of bread.
People are funny, man. People are really funny.
Yeah, that was because the night of the impeachment when it started, the number 1 trending story on Twitter was the impeachment, and then number 2 was the hot pocket meme thing. And I'm like, everybody, all you gotta do is just drop down to number 2, and you got
What are you
plenty
talking
of
about? What
entertainment.
impeachment?
Huh?
What impeachment?
You know.
The impeachment.
Nah,
know
you got to do better than that. I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, because this world's going to hell in a handbasket. So
Yeah, what also got cut out of the Beer Man Beer podcast episode was me. So eventually, to stop Johnny from taking so many shots of Jaeger.
Oh no,
not because I was
no, Johnny, no.
I wasn't trying to be frugal with the Jaeger. I was starting to feel bad for him.
He was gonna die.
He was gonna die. So I pulled out.
Johnny's a professional. He ain't gonna die.
I pulled out the bottle of absinthe.
No way to go.
And I poured him a very small shot of that, and he's like, "Only if you have one too." So I did, and I wish that recording was still around. It's me taking a shot, sounds of pain,
Oh no.
about 15 seconds of like silence, and then me going, "I can feel it in my heart."
Oh my god.
It was pretty.
Hello.
bad.
Damn.
So I don't know why I got on that subject. Anyways, Slim
No,
Jims.
talk about
Follow
Johnny.
Slim Jims.
Slim
I
Jims.
guarantee you, if you follow Slim Jims on Instagram by tomorrow morning, you will be saying the words "long boys" at least
I just saw one that said Long Boys.
at least 3 times a day.
It's society if there were 69 Long Boys in a box.
We actually
Yeah.
have these tiny Slim Jims. They're like this tall
Those are
at work in our
Chodes?
snack room.
Those are short boys.
Slim Jim Chodes.
Showdown.
You like them small.
But there's dudes that like they post up empty
That's
boxes.
that's a Slim James.
Slim James.
No, that's Slim Jim's legal name. It's Slender James.
Slender James. That's
Yeah.
good.
People post up photos of like empty Slim Jim boxes, like hook me up, and people actually donate. Like send them money to go buy more Slim Jims.
Dude,
Sorry, huh?
I
It's
mean,
a gang, man.
obviously I haven't
It's a
eaten
gang.
meat in a long time,
It's a Slim
but
Jim. It's a long boy
I don't
gang.
ever remember stepping into a Slim Jim and being
No.
an enjoyable
Oh.
experience.
I think I
It's
remember
that first
eating,
bite where all like the oil kind of seeps out into your mouth.
I remember eating a Slim Jim for the first time. I was like, nope, never again. Never again.
Speak for
They're
yourself,
not
man.
good.
They're not bad when you're
But
on a
they're
road
not
trip.
so bad.
It's the listen, if you're in the middle of Pennsylvania at a rest stop, it's the only trusted food.
If you need some handy meat,
Except for that jarred meat.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get a jar.
You
or
can
something.
get a jar of meat in
Jarred
Pennsylvania on your way into
That is true.
Amish country.
My wife used to buy like those, like the cellophane wrapped, like
Pickled
mini,
eggs.
the mini like tuna fish sandwiches at the rest stop.
Yikes.
Like on the Merritt. The Merritt used to have like that little.
Tuna fish gas station.
Yeah, she used to love them.
Oh
I'm like,
boy.
how?
Oh boy, yeah.
I never
I don't even
understood.
it's really literally made from rest stop hooker vaginas.
I don't doubt it.
Speaking of, I was just listening to a series on
Go
Robert
on.
Picton recently.
On what?
Robert Picton. He's the
Who's that guy?
He's the main serial killer of all time in Canada. Killed 49 women who are all hookers and prostitutes.
Yikes.
So nobody cared.
He made sandwiches out of it.
Nobody.
He's selling at gas stations.
So
Yeah, probably. No,
That's so
actually, you know what he did
depressing.
do? Actually, this is actually kind of fucked
I'm
up.
so ready because I'm so interested in this.
So what he did do, he had a pig farm, and they set up this huge they called it the Good Time Society.
And you stop the
And
pigs for 8 days. Oh.
He called it the Good Time Society, and they would throw these fucking huge ragers. Do you ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Yes.
So you know how like in the later seasons when Julian has like his own like club.
Yeah, with the like slot machines. and
Yeah.
shit.
So it sounds like that basically, where they had like all these
Never
Hell's
seen
Angels.
a single episode, by the way.
You're missing out.
Hell's Angels were coming in. They were throwing these huge fucking ragers, and apparently they were supposed to be for charity or whatever. So he was a pig farm. He was a pig farmer, and he had a rendering plant that he took all his pig meats to, but also pigs will eat anything.
Yeah.
So he fucking cut up 49 women,
That's how you get rid of bodies, yeah.
fed them to the pigs, but also they found in his freezer ground pig meat that tested positive for human remains. So he was selling pig meat mixed with ground up prostitutes to local stores.
Yeah.
Or
He
sorry, no, it wasn't local stores, but he was giving
To
it away
people.
to friends and stuff.
He got off on that last little bit there.
oh yeah.
Like it was all about the murders and stuff, but it was very much he got off. On
So
that.
like people at the club were probably eating
oh
it.
god.
And then like people, and they said like years after the investigation was finished, they were like, listen, we don't really want to talk about this part, but if you have meat in your freezer from Robert Picton, let's not eat it.
It's gone off.
I'll tell you what.
It's like a modern day Sweeney Todd.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
That is noble, and you're using all of your kill because
It's organic.
the guy in Long Island that was killing prostitutes was just tossing them off like
Yeah, that's
into
that's
the
being
dunes
resourceful.
by the beach.
A waste.
I know what I'm
Everything.
saying?
Use every part of the human.
It is. It is. It's like game hunting.
Yes,
He was getting rid of them in rendering plants. So like they would end up also in like cosmetics and shit.
Cool.
Ooh.
Oh, did we talk about
Just
how
like
the,
Fight Club.
We probably did.
The soap.
That's
the
right.
wood chipper murderer got out of prison.
Fargo?
The
What?
guy who sent his wife through a wood chipper in Newtown. He
That
just
was in
got
the
out.
60s.
I love
He just
Fargo.
got out of
Oh.
prison. That was in the 80s.
Yeah,
Late
he-
80s,
I was
like
just talking
86.
about this with someone. I was getting my hair
I
cut.
thought that was the 90s.
Yeah, it
80s?
was late 80s.
He got like 35 years for that shit, and he just got out, right?
He just got out.
He
He's
did
like
get
80
out.
years old, and he's
Wow,
like
I didn't know that.
home in a homeless shelter or something.
Yeah, how did you
That's-
come back from
I
that?
thought you were gonna say he's
You
really
don't.
into yard
You go to
work.
prison for a long time,
Yeah, you
and then
don't.
they let you out because you're old as fuck.
That was my
He's
lake.
80 and opened it.
Yeah.
Opened his
I
own
stand in
landscaping
that lake
company.
all summer.
Yeah, he's out homeless, like veteran shelter or something like that.
Cool.
Nice.
Jeez.
But he's like he's good now, right? Like you
So-
did your,
Yeah.
you
He's
did your
Wow,
time.
he's like
good.
87 years old.
Define
What's he gonna
good.
do?
No, what I'm saying is you
He's
mulched
good.
up your wife. You got caught. You went to jail. You served your time. And
I mean, listen.
Now you're homeless. You got it. You're fine.
The story is, if you never heard this, he murdered his wife with literally a clothes iron. He like fucking bashed her in the head with it.
Yikes.
Put her body in the freezer.
clothes iron.
Actually,
Yeah, what's a clothes iron?
Like an iron when you iron your clothes.
Oh, okay. Iron. Got it. That's terrible.
Use a
There's
chainsaw
so many better things you could kill.
Cut her up
somebody
with a chainsaw
So
when
many.
she was frozen,
So many.
and then rented a commercial
Wood chipper.
and brought her out and like
Put it on the
almost
steel
middle of
bridge
the
in
night.
Newtown.
He just
which
watched
is like
the movie Fargo.
Southbury almost, right? The bridge
Southbury.
there?
Well, it's Southbury on one side of the lake and Newtown on the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
I always
that
thought it
lake?
was the Stevenson Dam, but it's not that.
Wow.
But it's not that
Actually,
bridge.
No,
Drive
it's
by
the
that lake.
it's the steel bridge. It's up past the sandbar.
Yeah, and then he like just put her body through it, and then
I
he
used to
ended up
drive by
getting
that lake all the
caught.
time.
That was so I stand in it all summer.
Do you think about that when you do?
Yeah, sometimes. That was actually Henry Lee, the famous pathologist. That was his first case.
Damn.
Was
He
it
was
really?
a
Oh yeah, I read the book.
he was a professor when I was in college.
He
I went
was.
to UNH.
He spoke at my sister's graduation. At UNH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went on to do the OJ trial.
Sure did.
Yeah, he did a lot. He did a lot of
Speaking of being acquitted,
huge trials.
Yeah. Yeah.
The gloves don't fit.
That's the one
must
thing I
have
used to
quit.
love about 'cause UNH has a friend like a fire forensics like degree you can get there. So every semester they would get trailers like mobile home trailers and set up a living room inside of them and then start a fire, let it burn in the parking lot, put the fire out, and then students would go in and try to figure out like what started the fire, how it happened, and every once in a while they would kind of mix in like murder-esque.
Would there
type
be
of things.
someone like there on the premises who'd be like, "Listen,
The fire department.
we didn't start the fire"? Would they say that?
No,
but
they
it was
didn't.
it's
always
always
burning.
burning.
It's always burning.
Yeah, since the world was turning.
I'm glad we all got that.
Yeah.
Good job, team.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So yeah, that was fun. I don't know if they do that.
Has
anymore.
anybody died recently? I don't know. Why I
not
just thought
me.
of this.
Fotis Doulos.
I'm still alive.
Oh
We
god.
haven't done a social in a while.
Fotis Doulos did end up dying.
I mean,
after the
he
last-
did.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Neil Peart.
It's on your-
Neil
Mm.
Peart.
We did all those.
Someone died today.
Tell us
Usually, almost every day.
The American democracy.
I feel like
Oh.
Why do you say such things?
I feel like every time we do a penalty shot, we should do that. We should just Kobe. Before
Yeah.
you throw him back.
Mm. Out of respect.
Yeah.
Are we still
we
allowed
did
to say-
Malga last
I heard
week,
an
but I feel
interesting
like
take
that's
on
not
that
gonna-
whole thing. Well, I mean,
On
I don't know what you
Kobe?
guys heard. Well, just like that it was basically probably the pilot's fault.
Oh, it's 100%.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, dude, you know I saw
Nobody
that.
ever
was a-
said it was anything.
No,
but the
they got
pilot's fault.
cleared in bad weather and fog, and
Yeah.
it was they weren't supposed to, but they got cleared because it was Kobe. And
Yeah.
They
It
were
was
like
the
in a-
pilot's fault.
They
Yeah.
were like in a rush.
Kobe,
and
do it
I-
on your
Yeah.
own time, not with your dog.
All like the nostalgic videos.
well, that was
have
his own time.
been- All like the nostalgic
taken
videos
to,
that have been coming out of
camp.
him.
basketball game. Yeah.
So yeah,
Shut up, Tom. All the nostalgic videos that have been coming out of him, of Kobe.
Sure.
Another good Instagram account to follow is Johnny Knoxville, and he posted up a video. I forgot all about it, but Kobe was on. I forget if it was Jackass, the show or the movie, but they filled up a kiddie pool, like like the bigger kiddie pools, like the 4-foot ones,
Yeah, I remember this.
with snakes,
Yep.
oh yeah.
and they put a ramp up against it, and they had guys trying to jump the pool of snakes, but nobody could jump the pool of snakes on the ramp, and they ended up all like landing in it and getting bit and shit.
You're like squishing snakes.
Well,
when you
but
land.
listen, Kobe was able, with a running start, to actually jump clear over the pool and
He
dunk a
would.
basketball.
He would.
Amazing. The dude was like, I think he was definitely afraid of snakes. So he's like, yeah, I'm not falling.
That's
down.
why he's the inspiration for every office basketball player.
Yeah. He's awesome, man.
He's a man.
I was never really a fan of his, but
Yeah, I don't follow basketball.
I completely forgot that. Completely forgot he jumped a pool full of snakes.
It's no hockey.
Yeah, I'm watching the video right now. It's fucking nuts.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
What did you put in the freezer over there?
Oh, the 2 beers that were getting a little warm. So
Why don't we
Get
take
him.
a quick
Okay.
break?
All right, let's do a quick break. Everybody can take their penises out for a quick pee.
Penises.
We'll
Penises.
reconvene. We'll drink more.
Bye.
All right, we'll be right back. Peace.
Hopefully.
Hola, tienes un negocio que te gustaría promocionar, pero no sabes cómo. Su presupuesto de marketing es pequeño y está buscando formas de difundir el nombre de su empresa. Sus clientes son en su mayoría gringos borrachos. Luego anuncie su negocio en Evie Drinkan Podcast. Ofrecemos una gama completa de soluciones, desde la transmisión de su comercial o podcast, hasta hacer su propio anuncio, y luego transmitirlo en nuestro podcast. Con 2 opciones como esa, ¿cómo puedes equivocarte? La mejor parte es el precio, prácticamente no es nada. En serio, puedes hacer tamales. Amamos los tamales. Tal vez esos pequeños tacos. Taquitos. Esos son deliciosos. Promocionaremos su negocio a todos nuestros oyentes mientras mantenga los tamales. Restaurantes, servicios de limpieza, paisajismo y mejoras para el hogar, bien anunciarlo todo. Nuestra audiencia es principalmente estadounidense y totalmente perezosa, así que eso es todo. Llama al 203-463-4043 y deja que 3 idiotas gordos y Dave pongan tu negocio en el mapa. Porque un chingone como tú tiene mejores cosas por las que preocuparse. Evie Drinkan Podcast. Porque esos otros tipos van a querer que les pagues dinero real.
By the way, why don't you get an ad with BlueChew? They'll pay. They've been paying everyone else.
Blue
in
Chew?
podcast.
Yeah,
BlueChew?
and actually, I'm sure they're going to drop Ari Shafir, so they're probably they're probably in the market.
Yeah, they're BlueChew. It's Viagra, but you get it.
Boner pill.
Yeah,
You chew it?
Blue
yeah,
Chew.
but it's chewable, so it acts faster.
Huh.
All the wrestling, all the wrestling podcasts have been just go crazy. They all got that
I
as a
don't have
sponsor.
I honestly don't have an erection problem.
Oh, we should do that.
I'm pretty good at that.
It's not a going
the only
problem.
thing
It's
you're
a
good?
growing
Are you
problem.
recording again?
No,
We never stop.
You should.
Oh, we
we
did?
never stopped. Okay.
All right.
Welcome back.
We're back.
No, you gotta get some music.
All right, so quick social for Kirk
No.
Douglas, who looks like the Crypt Keeper when he died.
I don't beer.
A few years ago, I bought like cream that like numbs your shit down there.
You rub numbing cream on your dick?
You can say on your balls.
He's like, oh,
I
your
thought it was a
butt
good
dick.
idea. I thought it was a
balls are
good.
numb.
My balls need to be numb.
I thought it was a good idea.
If you put it on your hand, it feels like someone else is doing it.
Isn't that like?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you put icy hot on your balls and numbing cream on your dick?
But you know what the problem is? The opposite happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, I'm really good at
You are getting good at this.
You should put this on your resume, man.
I know how to push buttons.
It makes getting to the point of it being useful very hard.
That's
And
kind of
that was
Literally?
that was a
kind of
pun.
ironic.
That's
Yeah.
that is.
And we're back.
I don't know. Who
I got
that is
ghost
anymore.
peppers on my cock once.
And how did that go?
I thought I had to go to the hospital.
Burn.
Wait, can we start with the story that led to that moment, or we're just gonna leave it?
Yeah, so Michael Jackson died.
Okay.
I swear to God, that's the beginning of the story.
Oh boy.
It was
Hilarious.
The day, it was the day Michael Jackson died. And I thought they were pepperoncinis,
Oh god.
but they were
On the
ghost peppers.
day
Oh god.
Michael
Wait a
Jackson died.
How does that happen?
What?
When have you ever bought like pepperoncinis not in a jar?
I didn't know what pepperoncinis were.
Yeah. So someone
thought-
probably
I-
told him pepperoni.
I
Hey.
just thought.
You're just walking around assuming
No,
what the
I walked to the supermarket and looked at peppers and said, "Those look like the ones on top of the Olive Garden salad. Those are good."
Those look like they may end up on my dick.
So then I'm cutting them. I'm putting them in a salad.
No gloves on. No,
No
nothing.
gloves on,
Yeah.
and I-
No
Oh.
pants on, apparently.
Well, that's afterwards.
Oh,
You
I know. I
can't
had, to,
get the-
I had to take a piss. So
Yeah.
I actually did wash my hands.
Yeah.
And then I went to the
Doesn't help.
bathroom. And then I came back out and I was like standing there in the kitchen and it's like, this hurts a little bit. And then it hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I literally collapsed from pain on the floor. And all I could see
And then Michael Jackson died.
on the TV was Michael Jackson's like the report for like 12 hours of Michael
And
Jackson.
he's
like,
crying
dying.
while his
"It
dick
I'm
hurts.
crying.
So no.
I called
Dude,
my
just-
girlfriend
So-
and told her that she had to take me to the hospital. It
Just-
hurt that bad.
Just take his advice. Just beat it, man.
Oh,
I was
nice.
I honestly,
Well done.
Thank you.
There you go. That got a truth bell.
I honestly thought it would be like worth cutting off. It was that painful.
Oh my
that
god.
painful.
It was that.
I mean, I don't have. That's happened to me with jalapenos.
Yeah, same here
with
It's-
jalapenos.
It's very
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
But
not even in the same
No.
Scoville.
You never-
It was
sphere.
Scoville scale.
You never wash your hands before you take a piss. It's always after.
No, I did wash them before though.
yeah,
Oh,
same,
and it's still
same
got
for
on
me.
you?
Same
No,
for me.
the capsaicin
Jalapenos.
doesn't leave it. It
Oh.
takes a little while.
Yo, a dude at work brought in like a little container of straight capsaicin
Yeah.
last
Ooh.
week, and I put it on my fucking barbecue.
Penis?
I put it right on my penis,
In the hole.
dude. I'm telling you,
Stuck it on a toothpick and stuck it in the hole.
that shit's like literally like little. The
Rub it
tiny
right
bit
below
of
the mushroom
straight
cap.
fire.
Is this all recording, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, hopefully.
I used to work with a guy that would wash his hands before he took a piss and not after.
Well, he wanted the cleanest dick in the
Yeah,
world.
he didn't want to dirty his dick. Maybe his
Yeah.
dick was
No, but
already
I
clean.
brought it up one day. I'm like,
He wanted
but
a
you
clean
touched
dick,
your
but he
dick.
just
He's
didn't
like,
care
my
about his
dick's
hands.
clean. I'm like, that's debatable.
Well, the problem is you don't think about the tiny particles of urine that spray back from the urinal.
Yeah.
And semen, that's just there.
Especially if he flushes
Always.
and
What do you
doesn't
mean?
put the
You
seat
just-
down.
Urine
Dick is-
sterile.
Your dick is
Yeah.
just
Urine sterile. I'd be much more
But even
concerned about
still-
the flakes of penis skin.
well. Even still, nobody wants
Penis.
your urine on them.
I would rather have.
if I
that
peed
than
on you right
penis
now,
skin.
would you be cool with it?
Listen, you know that I would.
Sorry.
That's also true.
Sorry, Tyler didn't hear you right. Tyler, we said penis skin.
Oh.
Sorry, he didn't. He missed that.
Yeah.
Just wanna make
Penis
sure.
skin.
Golden
What'd you think they said?
I don't know.
I just heard him over there stuttering.
No, I got it. I got it.
Make sure you flush with the seat down.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a must. I'm trying to teach
I
my
learned that in
4-year-old
college. It was the one thing I can remember in college.
Put the seat down.
Yeah, well, because it shoots up if you flush with the seat up, and all that. Just
Oh.
Called a
goes-
bidet. Oh, not that.
Oh,
You
God.
put the-
No,
you're
no,
talking
no.
about put the cover down
Right,
Yeah.
all like everything down.
Yeah.
So when you flush,
because it spreads particulate 20 feet.
yeah, it shows all up in the air.
Oh yeah.
That was my death metal voice.
Sound like Gorgoroth.
Beer me.
That's black metal, nerd.
All right, I'll take a beer
Should be
too.
cool now.
I'll take a beer too.
I just gave you beer.
I'm ready. I drank it.
Oh boy.
Can you give me a Diet Dr. Pepper out of the bottom shelf, and then we'll edit that out?
No, let's talk about that actually, because before we started, I had a Jack and Coke, but you didn't have any Coke.
There's
so
Coke down there.
there wasn't any left.
No, there's.
Coca-Cola.
So I had
No, not that. I mean like.
So you use Dr. Pepper?
So I had a Jack and Diet Dr Pepper. That was delicious.
Oh, I'm
That's
sure
good.
it would be.
What a
sounds really
nice
good.
change.
Yeah, I do
What a
that too.
nice change that was. The same thing.
Oh, you want something
Variety is the spice of life.
Use
Conrad.
your words.
There's Coke down there. Coke and
I
ginger
should
ale.
know what's in there, but I don't.
I don't know. It's all stouts, which is great.
I have a
for
Jack
me.
and Ginger.
I mean, I want to try that.
There's
Tox
no-
one.
Which one?
The Tox one. The
Yeah,
stout.
yeah,
Let's do
absolutely.
it.
There's no judgment. Listen, we know people come and we appreciate people coming, and then they got to drive out of this
You love it when people.
fucking
That's a
We'll come whenever you
this
want.
labyrinth of Shelton suburbs.
Yeah.
You know, pour the Tox beer.
Oh my god! I was gonna save that for last. That's why I was gonna take it to the
Oh.
bathroom. Hello.
It probably
Tom
it
is
probably
very-
will be. It's all.
He has to time it perfectly. It's got to be the last beer.
Well, you
All
always
right,
have
give
to
me
have
the
a
last beer.
final beer. I'm just saying. I don't
Give me the
care.
last beer.
I don't care.
Tom, give me a little wine glass. Thank you.
Talk while I grab wine glasses.
No, we're all just so dumbfounded as to the complete asinine behavior.
Give me a wine glass. He has a cup.
Thanks for pouring it even.
Oh, you weren't here. My laptop screen came back to life.
Yeah, it's working.
After you just bought
Is it
a
kind of
new
like
After I
that?
spent like over $1,000 on any
Is
laptop.
it kind of like that Evanescence song?
laptop. Don't.
Let me sing it for you.
And the singing begins.
Like here you go.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside.
Speaking of singing,
Paul's
this is
wife
the plug
rolling
I was
over
trying
it.
to try to do last week, but you guys didn't let me anyway.
Oh, that's boozy.
I'm doing an event.
Yep.
Hopefully, this podcast will be out before the event.
Oh, the karaoke.
It won't.
The karaoke, yes.
Sorry.
And that's how you also know.
Totally
That's how I know Full Pours, because it was kind of our idea, like my idea with them.
Full Pours Radio?
No,
So confusing.
Can you clarify that one more time?
Yeah.
Full Pour,
Got it.
not zero.
You said you put an S on it.
I did put an S. I put an S on
So it's
everything.
very confusing.
Doing a karaoke event February 20.
Pat, I'd be pretty pissed if I were you. I'm just saying.
He's not listening.
What day is it?
February
That's also true.
28th at 5 churches.
We will try to get this episode out before February 28th.
Sure. And it's also 11 other breweries have donated a log of beer. And all those breweries will be donating to also to
Did you
Closer to Free.
already say where it is?
5 churches.
Okay.
So they already, it was
Okay.
No Worries did an event for Sleeping Giant 2 years ago when the microbrewers had it and they were collecting money
Great
for that.
Mastodon song.
What?
Sleeping Giant's a great Mastodon song.
It is. He's right.
So they did an event and it was with 5 churches,
Like
Black
Mastodon?
Hog,
Cheers.
New England, a few, I think 1 or 2 other brewers. They did it, collected money for, raise money for the Sleeping Giant Fund to, repair it and everything like that. And I was wondering, why would we haven't done this again? It was a great event. A lot of people came. So I talked to Phil at 5 churches and he does karaoke once a week. I said, why don't we just move it to a Friday night and do the same thing? And I thought I was going to get only like 6 lines. So I asked a few breweries and they said, yeah, sure. Whatever you want. We'll bring whatever. And then he's like, I'm going to give you 12 lines. I was like, all right. And, we put on one of their beers and 11 others, maybe 12 breweries. If that brewery is technically open, they're going to give me beer. I can't say who yet.
New
New Salem?
No.
That's a yes.
No. Oh, God, no. They're not even to be ready for beer. But,
Is
yeah.
it John Watson?
No. No. But I haven't. My place is putting on their beer this week.
Which beer? Watson?
Watson's beer, yeah. They're putting on, I think, an IPA this week. Maybe more than
that. That dude has made some of the best beer I've ever had.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah.
Who were they with?
So,
Watson Farm
well, he's just going to distribute. And that's
Farm
it.
Brewery or Family? What's it called?
So,
Watson Farmhouse Brewery?
I forgot. I think Farmhouse Brewery, yeah.
Oh no way! Wow.
But yeah, he's not doing cans. He's just doing. It's out of his like little garage, I guess.
He's got a professional 7
Yeah.
barrel system. He's
Yeah.
had it for years.
But he's not canning. He's just going to be distro, and that's it.
Damn.
Yeah.
The dude makes
And he's not having a tap room
seriously
either.
great fucking beer.
So the only way you could have his beer is go to bars. He's not even going to have a tap room there.
What?
Yeah, it's just the model he wants. Even Skygazer does that. Skygazer
might-
does have a
Yeah,
tap
true.
room. They just do free samples.
He
you grab
might
cans
be
and go.
involved with New Salem. He might, depending on.
Maybe they've been
They're
friends
very-
forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Sharkey and him, yeah, they've been friends forever. But yeah, come on down at 5 churches and sing some songs. It starts. Taps will be tapped at 4. Karaoke starts at 6.
What's the date on that?
February 28th.
The 28th, the second to
28th.
last day of February.
It is a leap year.
It is a leap year.
It is. I was almost a leap day baby, by like an hour and a half. No joke.
Really?
Yep.
But that's how.
Who would joke about that?
No joke.
Me? No, I wouldn't joke about that.
But that's how I know full. Well, I don't know full pours, but she
Radio?
she loves singing, and I was like, oh, so I challenged her to karaoke a while back. So we're gonna go back and forth, and I love other people to come and sing. And Jay, that's a perfect opportunity to sing some
I'll
Creed,
sing, babe.
some Arms Wide Open.
You know,
that how it
karaoke is
works?
not meant for people who could sing. It's
Meant for people who think they know how to sing.
no, it doesn't matter. Either or. It's
Like
just have a
Creed.
good time.
Is that what you do? You just challenge women to stuff and they do it?
But the problem
works for
I
me.
have with karaoke these
I usually
days,
challenge one.
Challenge you to a blowjob.
the problem I have with karaoke is that it's like a hometown American Idol contest. People like come in.
It is.
People that like can sing and like want to sing
Just
show
to
up
show
and
it
just
off.
like sing like fucking 10 songs.
Yeah,
a
they
night.
do it instead of starting a band.
Yeah,
Like,
which it's
start a
weird.
band.
So like, I have been in bands and I've sang and I could sing. I know that about myself. But like I'll be at like a place there's karaoke and people will be like go sing, and then finally I'm drunk enough and people press me enough and I go do it.
You're
What's your
jerking
what's your
off?
It's like
go-to
once
song?
or twice.
You're jerking
On
off and then
stage?
No, my main go-to song.
I love
I'll
karaoke.
make love to you, Boys to Men.
Are you serious?
Hands down. That's
I'll
my
wait.
go-to song.
Does anybody else do karaoke?
I do.
What's your go-to song, man?
Creed. No, kidding. Stone Temple Pilots, Blues Brothers,
Which
some
song?
Billy Joel,
Which Blues Brothers?
Sweet Home Chicago.
Did you ever do Rubber Biscuit? All about
No.
So about
No.
Mine's tequila.
should.
Just straight up, just tequila.
Oh.
I've never done karaoke.
Actually,
I go s-
I did it once.
Do you know where
in
its origins are?
Koreatown, in Japan.
Yeah.
Stands for Empty Orchestra.
He's like, damn it, I didn't stop him. Fuck. Yeah.
Boom.
On the way here, he
think there's a
googled
lot of
he
people
googled
that
karaoke
don't
and the
connect
origins
the
of it.
fact
He
that-
said
No, there
this
is.
is,
Just
this is
in
going to
case
pay
it's
off.
gonna
That
come
sounds Asian.
No,
So the only time
there
I
aren't
did
a lot of
karaoke,
people.
I think there are.
I was in Koreatown, And
That's
actually,
racist.
in New York City. It's called Koreatown.
That's racist.
And it's like your own room. So I was at like a client meeting, and
Okay, this is gonna get weird. All right.
you take a little elevator up. Everyone's wearing leather. No, yeah, you just sing karaoke for like 4 hours, and they like bring you like drinks and stuff. I was like, this is how
Koreatown
karaoke
in
should
the
be.
city, New York City.
Yeah, in New York City.
The city.
I used to.
The
It's
city.
funny that you brought up Koreatown because I just got via text message.
The new BTS album.
Yeah, probably.
You too?
No, tomorrow.
Okay.
BTS general presale powered by Ticketmaster. Verified fan for May 23rd, East Rutherford show. Get tickets at 3 p.m.
I told you.
I got to log in tomorrow with this code they sent me.
You're
I'm not
gonna
gonna say it out
no,
loud.
That's
Why
probably
not?
smart.
No one's gonna listen to
And
this.
I can get advance
Yeah.
tickets tomorrow. There was a pre-sale today. My brother got tickets for him and his daughter.
I can't.
I have a daughter. I have a daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're not taking her though.
Tomorrow I have to try to get these
She hates
tickets.
Yeah.
Is there an update on
Dad,
Psy?
I don't want to go.
Whatever happened to Psy?
Yeah, what happened to Psy?
Gundam Style?
Yeah, that
he
guy.
made one more song that was popular, and then he kind of just
Gentleman. Yeah.
faded away. I mean, he's probably there making a ton of money, but not in America.
Probably
Yeah.
in some North Korean gulag.
I already
Can
bought
I
her
have
birthday.
fucking
One,
beer,
one
please?
wish. Sounds like a party.
What, you want beer? Okay. Well,
So going back to the karaoke thing, you guys are weird. My go-to is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Tom, man, this beer kind of sucks.
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I don't know. It's in your fridge.
I'll
Or
do
Pulsar.
Cakes the Distance if I'm like sort of
Ooh,
drunk.
yeah,
but
that's a good
it's
one.
usually I like big butts.
So we need to get Jeff out to do karaoke.
I'll probably pretend to sing a
February
Guns N'
28th.
Roses song.
I can't
Mine
sing.
realistically is
Well, you know that we
Don't
know if
wanna
you're
miss-
pretending, right?
don't want to miss a thing.
No, I'll
Because they take Axel out.
Aerosmith?
as
of the
in
song.
I'll try,
Oh, gotcha.
and I'll
Did you
try to
say,
hit high notes.
Was that Tyler? Was that Aerosmith?
Don't want to miss a thing.
Have you
Okay.
done it?
No, I never have. But if I did, like I said, I've only done karaoke once in Koreatown. That was it.
I can
And
sing
you,
it as
I'm
Mickey
sorry,
Mouse.
You said what song it was?
If I were to have a song, it would be.
No, when you did it in Koreatown, what
Oh.
song was it?
Great question. I think it was like Vanessa Carlton. No joke. It was also like 1:30 in the morning.
pass.
Oh, that's right.
So I was like, yeah, that sounds like a
Just
good
give
one.
yourself
And
Who sings that?
Is it peanut butter in that one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
Oh, you have an allergy?
Allegedly,
Okay.
Oh.
I had an
He
app.
fucked an ostrich once.
Respect.
What the hell's the science on that?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
The
It's
first
from
death
Letterkenny.
on heavy drinkers.
It's from Letterkenny. Allegedly.
Oh.
Allegedly.
That was supposed to be one of our promo skits. Remember, I thought that up a few months ago. The guy who's allergic to peanuts. The guy who's addicted to peanuts, but he's allergic to peanuts.
Did you just down your other beer? Damn.
I did, so I could rinse.
Did you rinse
With
it
the Miller
water?
Lite.
With water?
Now my allergist said I was allergic to peanuts the day after I ate a whole tub of peanuts, and didn't die.
That's good.
So
Do you like hives and stuff?
no, my
He
doctor
dies.
just told me that I have the potential to develop an allergy to peanuts at any moment in my life.
I gotta.
So I could be
not
fine.
Bad
I could
peanut
die.
Yeah.
Every day is a mystery.
How about you stop being a little bitch and just have the beer?
Today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present.
That's right. I say that. That's fun.
And this was
Thank you for
episode
that.
80. No, I'm kidding.
My sister knew a girl in high school that was allergic to semen and didn't find out until she had a load of it in her mouth.
And you're gonna get him on a spit take tonight. This is like the third time.
Hang in there, Ty.
The third time.
Yeah, Ty.
Be ready with it
I
at
knew-
all times.
She
I
went,
knew a
in,
kid
she
who
went
was-
into anaphylaxis.
I thought you'd be like, oh,
Where did this happen?
I had someone
My
who knew
sister
they were
knew a
allergic to
girl
peanuts.
in high school who was allergic to semen but didn't find out that fact
Did it
until
happen
she had
in
a
the high
mouthful
school?
of it.
The
Yeah.
taste of semen is complex and diverse.
Oh
I knew
my
a chick in high
God.
school who was allergic to, it was a friend of mine's girlfriend
Am I
who was allergic
gay?
to latex.
Yes.
Yikes.
So I was like, lucky.
Oh my god.
So no birthdays?
Episode 89. You finally realize you're
babies.
gay.
That's actually not lucky.
Huh? No, it is because she let him dumpster pump.
Yeah, but most won't though. And
You know
then
what
you
I'm
have to go
saying?
searching for these fucking lamb
You know what I
skin
mean.
crazy
Dumpster
shit.
pump?
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Dumpster pump.
Dumpster pump.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you gotta get the.
Well, I mean, you
Is that when you
know.
semen inside of her?
Yeah, you
when you semen inside.
That
That's,
No,
doesn't
you're-
sound like it.
that's not a verb, dude.
you
doesn't
pull
sound like it.
you pull out an A. You pull out an A, and you
In the butthole? Sure.
in her buttholes.
You guys got to watch the letter.
Have you ever built furniture, man?
I told you before when you first were here and no one
Yeah.
else was that I just regurgitate other people's
food?
things. No, I don't have anything original to
Dude,
say.
you shouldn't
Oh,
you shouldn't
yeah.
have told me that because I was believing you. Now I think you're a fraud.
He is a fraud.
Out
I
fraud.
think I'm a fraud in that I'm saying my own things, but covering it as if it's someone else's.
I feel like
I'm
we've-
lost.
I feel like we've
Yeah, I'm
pulled the
lost.
curtain back for Jeff, and he's not. He's not.
This is like the
happy.
time I watched Inception drunk.
I like to live in
bad
ignorance.
idea.
It's a joke within a joke within a joke that's not his joke.
I was just looking how we have the same glasses.
They do.
Do you guys
I
really?
love
Now
you.
kiss.
No,
He's
no,
the
no.
evolved form of me.
I love you.
I'll hold hands.
Now you two make out.
It's just like if evolution was the same as entropy. That's what I am.
What?
Are you guys too old for Pokemon?
Yes.
Sort of.
I feel like I'm Charmander, and then he's the next one, and then he's the next one.
Cool.
Wow, he's Charizard?
Yeah. No, not Tyler.
Okay.
Jeff.
Jeff.
I'm Charizard.
You're Charizard?
Yeah,
Wow.
because your beard just got longer.
Wow. That's like
So this is beard.
you just got like the nerd like, oh my god.
You know what sucks? I just shaved my beard
Charmeleon's dope,
this
so don't
morning.
feel bad.
I was just as long as.
Yeah,
I don't know
Charizard's
much
amazing.
about that, but all the guys I work with like literally have like wristwatch that catch Pokemon.
Do you work with 7-year-olds?
No, they're grown ass dudes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I work with 7-year-olds. It's fun.
At a brewery.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably
Now
start
we're
Sword and
talking.
Shield when I'm done with Zelda. But
It's great.
You start what?
It's
Sword
fun.
and Shield.
It's fun. You should do it.
It's a sex youth.
It's like an RPG, right?
Yeah, it's a real mainline Pokemon game.
Alright,
Cool. We can go on about this if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, go
or
ahead.
whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
Feel him out. Fucking dig in, man.
Yeah, you know.
just
fucking
I
each
need,
other
I need
stronger
a good
now.
lullaby, Jeff. You put me to sleep. That's Sword and Shield.
I could just whisper it into the microphone for your listeners, and they'll be fine with it.
We are working on an ASMR episode.
Yeah, we are going to do a completely whispering episode.
I want to do. Drew had a really good idea. He said the host should be on the left channel, and the guests on the right channel. It should be like a headphones only episode.
That's yeah. And ASMR headphones on.
And anybody who has one headphone in is just gonna be really confused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Cool.
how I listen to podcasts.
It's like ass to mouth.
It's like when you have you ever gone? You know what it's like?
Ass to mouth. Repeat.
Have you been to like a supermarket like late at night and like Bohemian Rhapsody's playing?
Yeah.
And it's like mono, so like half the song's missing. It's like
Scott up.
instrumental. It's
Scott
like
up.
Galileo, Galileo,
Got figure it out.
Galileo.
And it doesn't do the echo all the way down.
Yeah.
Like Magnifico.
No, it goes Magnifico. Oh.
This is good.
That's great.
the
beer?
peanut butter.
Trillium,
yeah.
right?
This is
that
It's
was
a
yeah.
little
really good.
weird. Like peanut butter for me sometimes. For me, it's weird at first, the flavor, but then it's like good in the finish.
Is it good on?
but
Is
I-
it good when it's?
I
on
was
your-
just talking out of the mic. Dave would have yelled at me if he was
Yes.
here.
Is it good because it's your dog?
No, it's like a weird bitterness. Everything you add to beer adds some kind of bitterness. So I think it's the bitterness that's kind of like in your face real quick, but then
It's
like
like-
the
it's like
peanut butter
roasted.
washes away.
It's like peanut butter. It's like a roasted peanut
It's a
butter.
roasted peanut
Yeah.
butter, like Teddy
Was
peanut
it
butter.
Trillium?
This is my favorite peanut butter.
It's the best
If you're
kind.
gonna
Night
buy
and day.
not buy, listen, don't buy that fucking Jiffy shit or
not
that
real peanut
Skippy
butter.
It's pronounced
shit,
GIF.
or that Skippy shit.
Giphy.
Listen,
I'm outta
your
here.
peanut butter should have 2 ingredients in it or 1.
All right.
Dicks.
Penis and butter.
One, if it's a 1 ingredient peanut butter, it should have roasted peanuts in it.
and
Oh.
salt.
If you like some salt, which I do,
you love the salt.
I'm swollen at most times because of my salt intake. That's the only other fucking ingredient that should be in your
You're
peanut
bald?
butter.
I agree.
Is roasted peanuts and salt.
No, don't get that peanut butter spread and it's all that other shit, sugar and all
Yeah.
that other shit in it.
If there's high fructose corn syrup,
Can
I
I
don't
just
understand
be-
why they do that.
anything high fructose corn syrup.
Can I
don't
bet you
we?
agree with me in saying that almond butter is bullshit?
No,
I like
No.
almond butter.
Almond
I
butter's
had it.
awful.
I don't like it, but
I
it's
just
not
had it.
bullshit.
It tastes the same, guys.
No,
It does
doesn't.
not. I
It does
disagree.
not.
It's a little more gritty.
As somebody who was told they're allergic to peanuts, it tell me it tastes the same. Do not ruin this for me.
You know what's worse? You know what's worse than
It's
almond butter?
delicious,
It keeps me from getting beaten
but
up.
it's different.
You know what's worse than almond butter? Chickpea butter.
What?
That shit
Nah, I
is,
don't know what that
it's
is.
salty hummus.
That's hummus.
You know, it's hummus.
Yeah.
But it exists. And
Really?
Yeah, the first time I saw it, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's great." I'm like,
What did they put? No,
"That's
oil
hummus,
in
bro."
it?
And
Wait
they're
a
like,
minute.
"No, it's chickpea butter." I'm
Do
like,
peanuts and chickpeas fall in the same family of legumes?
The what?
Because peanuts are not nuts.
No, they're
Peanuts are
legumes, you're right.
legumes.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Is a chickpea
legumes.
also a legume?
Legumes.
Did I say it wrong?
No, you said legumes. You're fine.
I felt like Jeff corrected me.
No, he's just.
No,
correct.
I
He
heard
just-
you
he-
wrong.
Oh, okay.
He's just saying it.
Oh, did anybody watch the
It's like shit.
the
I've been saying this
bullshit
wrong for
planners
39
peanut
No, you're good.
commercial?
Yes. Fuck, baby.
Listen,
Mr.
you
Peanut.
can't bury a roasted peanut and,
And
then
then
a plant grows out of the
No,
ground.
and then get the.
That's because they grow underground.
Well, that sounds more like zombie shit. to
Get
me.
Mr. Kool-Aid,
It is.
freaking go, just drop a tear in there, and then fucking
So is
grows.
Mr. Kool-Aid now responsible for like
yes, child support. Yeah.
child support?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess,
Cool.
Yeah.
Jay.
Oh yeah.
That's his
I think
seed.
that would hold up.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's that
Shit.
man's
We
seed.
just call him
Who?
Cool.
They are.
any of them.
Chickpeas are legumes.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
I had no idea what you're talking about.
I was like, you're like, yes, and you just looked, and he looked at you, and I'm like, wow, this just got serious. And they're like, oh yeah, they're legumes.
You'll be happy to know that lentils, peas, soybeans, and peanuts are also legumes.
It got really serious.
So I don't have a nut allergy. I have a lagoon allergy.
You're about to.
Oh fuck. I should say that to people though.
But
I'll
do
make
you
friends.
do you like fish sticks?
Lentils. We just.
I love fish sticks.
Do you love fish sticks in your mouth?
I love them in and around my mouth.
You're a gay fish.
Pretty good at
Shit.
putting things into place.
So lentils are in there, man. We just ruined gritty soup for you.
Gritty soup.
Yeah.
They did.
Well, no, I mean, but if you're
Gritty soup. Is that come from the mascot of the Philadelphia Flyers?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That was good.
if you're allergic to,
Oh, boy.
I actually missed the joke. If
There
you're
we
allergic
go.
to peanuts, it doesn't make you allergic to another legume.
You're allergic to penis?
Have you ever had lentils,
Maybe.
Jeff?
I don't
Number
know.
two.
No, peanut
Yeah, the
allergy is a
smaller
big
Jeff.
allergy. Just it's its own allergy.
You're not a
in
small
itself.
Jeff. You're a perfect Jeff.
Wow.
He's average male height.
He's
Jeff.
bigger than me.
I am.
That's not perfect.
I'm gonna hold you down.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Huh?
Hold on.
I use this.
He's gonna show you how nice this Canadian is.
That's fair.
In your ass.
One more
It was a
time.
little muted before.
All right.
God.
Speaking of, are we gonna touch on this old Hanging Hills
Let's do it.
controversy?
Sure.
I mean, we should before we inevitably wrap up.
Yeah. So just a PSA to our listeners: don't be a liberal.
Okay.
It never works out. Like
Your fucking computer's
104.
locked. Click on that link.
This one?
Yeah. You can even read it if you use them.
No,
like
I'm
a
good. I've already been
man
told
voice.
my J voice sucks. So.
You have to bop it a beep bop boop.
Oh, I'll bop
All
it
right,
bop.
So there's a brewery in Hartford, right? Called Hanging Hills.
Which we've reviewed.
Yeah, we shit on him. Whatever. Okay.
Who's we? I got the
Tyler,
front of that shit.
Tyler, why don't you take this one? Give us a good read.
All right.
Wait.
Get ready to scroll, Tom.
Bring us, do it in your Cleveland Brown voice.
You don't have to read all straight the way
no,
through.
no,
You
no,
can
no.
bounce
Just-
around where your eyes see
Just
fit.
if
Before
you
you
bounce,
start.
you have to say beep it bop a boop when you bounce.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you skip, you
Yeah,
got to beep out a
Before,
boop.
before you start,
Yeah.
anytime these stories are written, the editor always, takes.
They take word for word what the newscaster said.
No, they always drop some puns in there. They always.
I'm
do.
ready. We've been doing it all
So,
episode.
I see one
Oh,
right
yeah,
off the
I
start.
literally-
At the
see
same
it.
time, Tyler, make it your own. You have no rules to follow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
all
you
right.
have free reign right now.
I'm very nervous.
And
No,
go.
no nervous.
I have
And
to stay
go.
straight. Tonight, backlash is brewing for Hanging Hills
Oh.
Brewery. God, the fucking writer was sitting on that one for like at least 2 weeks. I already hate this article. Anyway, Eyewitness
You're
News,
doing great.
Eyewitness News learned a private online message targeted a media personality appearing to threaten the man based on different political views. It later went public. That's it. It's its own paragraph. The firestorm started from a politically charged comment. A co-owner is behind the message. The Hanging Hills Brewery account writes, quote, "Us far-left breweries will be sure to throw milkshake, parentheses, IPAs, close parentheses, at your dumb face should you ever walk into the pub."
I like that you said close parentheses, by the way.
I need to be
Continue.
legit.
We would never know when it ended.
Also, it's not a pub, it's a brewery. Again, now I'm pissed twice. Next paragraph. The target was media personality Andy.
Oh boy, have fun, buddy.
I think the G is silent
No.
Andy No.
or go.
Could
Andy,
be.
whatever.
Like when is spelled just.
Media personality spelled Andy space NGO, comma,
Go.
who grabbed,
Go.
who screen grabbed the message.
By the pussy.
Oh, whoa.
And I think all politicians did that, or new media, whatever. If you grab something,
Wait,
it's
who
usually
said that?
by the pussy.
Who said that?
I got nothing.
You almost did. I almost got you.
To understand the reference, you'll have to go back to a Portland, Oregon protest last June. Demonstrations by right-wing and anti-fascist
You have
groups
to get a beep it bop boop boop in there.
led to violent clashes. Yeah, I should have skipped that.
Beep it bop boop boop. Thank you.
The self-described conservative journalist. Beep it bop
It's
boop
actually
boop.
bop but a beep bop.
Boppity
Is
beep
it about
boop.
beep
Too
bop?
many beeps, too many bops. Don't know the order.
You can
Okay.
find fresh
We
baked
lose
taste
the
of
premise of the
DiGiorno.
story.
Underneath the ad, the co-owner of Hanging Hills backtracked online, reducing it to a joke. Don't do that. And you should have just put your head down and go through. Comments on Yelp, the boppity boop beep bop. People fucking shit all over it.
That's how you do it. You're doing great.
A statement from the brewery reads,
So proud.
quote, last
Make
night
it
we had a
true.
breach of our social media policy. No, you didn't. And beep, beep, bop, boop, boop. The brewery also apologized, writing the Twitter post in question tonight was not appropriate. You know, shit. And while apologizing to Nego, his followers, customers, and its staff.
Yeah, Nago's probably right.
The brewery refers to the person behind the comments as Rogue. No shit. But the comments stemmed from its Twitter account. God, how fucking in the middle could you
Wait,
write
scroll
for
down,
that?
scroll down.
I'm confused on what happened. Can you repeat that?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
You're good.
Hot.
So,
wow,
hey-
there's a recommended single moms in your area. Weird.
Use incognito. Jesus Christ.
Wow, look at that.
All right, so
Paolo,
did anybody actually
incognito.
see the original post?
I did
No,
not see
I
the
No, the
not.
original post is still there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think. Well, they might.
have not
it's a
seen it.
It was a DM to this Andy guy.
Oh, did anybody see the screen grab though? As well?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's all over the internet. You
I
can
saw
pull it
it.
up right now on
The
Twitter.
thing that like sucks is that they backtracked, and I'm not saying like what they said was wrong, but if you're gonna like take that step and just be like, listen, fuck you, all this shit, like don't backtrack. You said it, man. It's out there. Like you can apologize and all that. I don't know. It just
What did they say?
basically what
fuck you.
Kinda like
You're
that.
cool.
you're going. Yeah. It's,
No, they were like, we
Throw a
don't.
milkshake at
We don't agree with you. Yeah, come into our place. We'll fuck you.
Spell cup.
You know.
like I don't think it should be said in the first place, but I think it's even worse that like they said it and now they're like, oh, just a joke. It's like no, it's not. Like no one actually believes it.
you weren't joking.
Yeah, it's like no, you weren't. Like weird joke to like joke at a like very right wing conservative like protester. That's like a weird time to start joking.
I had a talk about this the other day, and you can have whatever political beliefs you have. It's when you get like really like butthurt angry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You're
You're
kinda,
two in.
You're
two
conceding. You're conceding the win. You're giving it away to somebody
Yeah.
else. You're essentially saying
Yeah.
you've got under my skin.
You keep on saying win. Is this a racist statement? You're saying it's
Win.
No, it's the go.
W-I-N.
It's last name's the go. Not win. It's the go.
I know what fucking
When you have a one up on somebody, in that regard, you can say, "What the fuck is up?"
yeah.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
A little XXX
See,
testosterone.
the
Yeah.
right way of
Sip it
doing it. The right way of doing it is
Fuck that
releasing
guy.
a milkshake IPA called like Flying Milkshake IPA,
Yeah, that's
right?
You
and then
su-
you
you
just let it
subtweet.
linger.
You
I would name
subtweet
it
him.
You know,
Nimbus Cloud.
I'll give you a perfect example. So during like the halftime show, our president brought up. He did an interview
Who?
on Fox News. I'm not going to bring his name up, but he brought up the fact that Mike Bloomberg, his campaign, asked for a box to stand on during the debates. Now I saw that. I'm literally.
He's a tiny little man.
I turned to the man.
I
I turned to
can't
the person
judge.
next to me. I go, "That's bait," and somebody's going to take that bait. And literally minutes later, the Bloomberg campaign comes out and says, "No, that is false. They're lying again.
Just leave it
we
alone."
totally did not ask for a box. He is not that short." It's like nobody ever said he was short.
They
You
should have
see that?
said.
Like you
average
just you
male
took
heights.
the bait.
Should have said nothing.
You just should have.
And I can't judge because when we do our live feeds, I stand on a box.
He does.
which is fine.
No, just call it a rock box. You're fine.
You have that like
I
Tom
will now.
Cruise, that Tom Cruise problem.
but once you take,
I
once you
jump
take
off
that
the
bait,
roof and then it land on my box.
No, well, no, he's shorter than everyone else.
Oh, that's
Doesn't
true.
Tom Cruise
I
only
do all my
hire
own
people
stunts.
shorter
You
than
jumped off a roof and landed on your box?
Yeah, what do you do? I do all my own
But
stunts.
did you die?
Isn't that his thing? Like he only hires people shorter than him.
We got to give it up to Jay. Jay's doing a great job on the
I
soundboard.
feel like Thank you. Thank you.
I got it. I got someone on a spit take.
Yo.
Yes.
That was last week. You spit beer all over your own face.
you did. You
was
got
great.
it
Did
everywhere.
Did you just spit beer all over me?
Yeah.
Nice.
That usually costs extra.
So long story short, the whole point of internet trolling is to piss people off.
Right.
If
Yeah.
you go out there and you put up posts that clearly show that you're angry, you've already lost.
Already lost?
You've lost the battle.
Just eating the trash, man. Eating
Yeah.
the trash.
Nom.
Yeah.
I still love Hanging Hills. Beer's great.
Yeah, their beer's great.
The beer's okay. Let's be honest.
The camel sucks.
Stop.
The
Kidding.
camel still.
Camel
Listen,
sucks.
I will say this PM Dawn by Trillium Brewing Company is actually quite good after it warms up.
Oh,
a little bit.
now you're liking it?
Yeah,
The bitterness
it's
is going
opened
away?
up a little bit.
Yeah, this is the peanut butter trillium.
Yeah, it's actually opened
PM
up quite a
Dawn,
bit. The peanut butter kind of
I
is opened up more. It's evened out.
Who the fuck is calling?
Oh Christ!
Help.
Dave? It's not me.
Is it a 402 number?
Is it Dane?
I actually don't know how to
Help.
We're getting a call.
It's just gonna ring the whole time. Not only
Is
are
it
we
Hanging
not-
Hills?
Yeah, right. Not only are we not gonna answer, it's just
I
gonna
got
ring.
it. I got it. I have no idea.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey. You're on the Heavy Drinking
You guys-
Podcast.
I think it's Dave.
it is.
Dave!
Hello, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
I just wanted to see if you guys are still recording.
We are.
Yes. Hey, Dave, it's 11:11. Make a wish.
Nope.
Oh, I thought you were gonna wish that the Beer Man Beer podcast was released.
Oh.
Nope.
No. All right.
How's everything going?
Good.
Good. We're recording, and you're here.
How was your day?
Long, busy.
Oh, okay.
The band, but it was good.
Cool. You know how this whole podcast recording thing works, right? You're supposed to talk, dude, or else it's just dead air.
I just called to see if you guys. Now it's time for you to ask me any questions, but if not, then just hang on.
What are your thoughts on the Hanging Hills controversy?
I only saw a little bit of it. I don't really know what was going on. Did you guys talk about that yet?
We literally just talking about it.
Yeah,
as
we're in the
you,
middle of it.
Called.
So what? All right. So fill me in. What's the whole big premise? I only saw a little bit of it.
Tyler, you can read it again.
No, please don't.
I thought I did a really good
Nah,
job.
I mean, if you saw any bit, you know the gist.
Yeah. Basically, the owner
It's not worth
privately
rehashing.
messaged this person, a right wing, whatever he is, and said some not so good things, and they're getting shit on for it. So.
He threatened violence or some shit, right?
Well, apparently someone threw something at this guy a long time ago, and he had a brain hemorrhage or something. It's if you go even deeper, it's throwing a milkshake. Someone threw something at him, and he got injured. And this is like not a joke towards him, man.
PTSD.
Yeah, something like that. So
Jesus.
yeah, you got to go a little bit deeper to find out who this Andy guy is.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a big puss.
Listen, yeah,
Let's
listen.
be honest.
So this guy was a big bitch. This guy was a big bitch. He got hit with a milkshake, and now nobody can throw anything at him from now on
Well.
until the end of time.
That actually kind of makes it a little funnier, though.
Well, that's how they said it was a joke. They were
Yeah.
joking about
They
it. but,
walked
hey,
it back.
You know,
Which don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit. They still make good beer. Now it's me, so
What do you have, AT&T? What's going on?
what I miss.
Nothing. Your phone was cutting.
No.
Your phone was
what
cutting
did,
out.
What did we
no,
miss?
your phone's cutting in and out.
It was. It's not anymore.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. To me, they still make good beer. I'm gonna drink it. It's funny, even though knowing that he got hit in the head with something makes it even funnier. So
See, that is funny. It's funny when people get hit with stuff. I'm just listen. There's thousands of Instagram accounts that are purely just people getting hit by stuff.
It's true.
well, look at him
It's true.
in his home videos. I mean, shit.
Dude, your connection sucks. We're
that's
not
the
getting every
premise.
other word.
It's the premise of America's Funniest Home Videos. Just people getting hit in the nuts with shit.
Pretty much.
Right. That's
But
Bye, Felicia. I just hung up on him.
did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up. He's gonna get mad.
I don't know. He's cutting out
Yeah,
too
no,
much.
his
He is
phone-
cutting
Just
out.
if he calls back, just tell him he got disconnected.
We love
Yeah.
you, Dave.
Wait, does he actually listen?
I
to this?
yelled "Bye, Felicia." I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he did.
Yikes.
I go in for the comedic angle. You can't wrong me for that.
No, I can only praise
It's
you.
true.
Yeah.
All right, can we open this fucking bottle? Because
All
I want to go to bed.
Oh my
All
God.
right. We're old.
They're
Most of us
old.
are old. The young guys
Yeah.
want to go more than the old guys. I'm just gonna say that now.
It's true. I am tired,
Okay.
but I've been enjoying the hell out of this.
I was up at 5 this morning.
really have.
I'm not sure what time you got up, but that's fine.
5:40.
You guys have a good flow in this.
Do we?
Yeah, I think
Wow.
you do.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I have a good time.
Not as much as the flow.
Shut up, Tyler.
From my bladder at the moment.
Yeah. What? Are you currently peeing? At the moment.
Just go.
Jay's like,
There's a
"I've
puddle
been-
on the floor
I've just been peeing.
Grass is green on the other side. We suck at this. Let's be honest.
because you don't pee on it.
Or you do, and it's all dead grass.
What? You wanted the big glass?
You don't have to give me a lot. Just, I'd like a nice open. Let your arm shrink.
No, I'm sitting over here by the sink on water. I'm actually being a bartender washing the glasses.
Wow.
Oof. I think the kids are saying oof nowadays.
Oof. Bruh.
Dude, I'm literally going to piss my pants, so keep it entertaining while I'm gone for the next 70 seconds.
If you actually
Who else
piss
is gonna
your
run the
pants-
soundboard?
If you actually pissed your pants, it would be pretty entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
For some.
I've done it before in the cafeteria, elementary school. It wasn't funny.
You're only cool if you pee your pants.
It was hilarious. It only wasn't funny to you.
Was it in the elementary school when you were in elementary school?
No, it was yesterday.
Yeah. It's like, was it? He's like, yeah. It was just
I've definitely shit myself in the last 365 days.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah. It was very surprising. It was in the bathroom of a donut inn.
If you're in the bathroom, you didn't shit yourself.
No, I had
Donut Inn.
I had already shit my pants and ended up in the bathroom, and
Oh,
that's when I
gotcha.
found out that I didn't make it. I thought I made it until I looked down.
Yikes.
Do you normally have like a sweaty butt crack? I could tell if there's moisture back there.
Ah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I don't know. It was like bad mac cheese.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
the
when you were
worst.
still living with
So
me.
yeah, so that was great. So I had to clean up everything. I went to my parents' house, showered, drove
Tyler
back.
doesn't know this story.
Well, he does. He does because I drove back to Shelton.
Oh, fuck.
And it was like later at
I
night,
see that, Bob?
and
When
I
you're
was
done?
embarrassed, and I just wanted to make a straight line from the front door into my room,
And Tyler was having a party.
and him and his girlfriend, who
Yeah, we were
I
having
was
a
living
pool
with,
party.
were standing on either side of the hallways I went by, and they had no idea what happened. They just went at me,
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we was like, hey.
just randomly, and I was like, I gotta go, I gotta close this door, I gotta be alone forever.
They know.
They know.
I thought you were mad at me. I literally walked in. He was just
No.
like really quiet. He just like walks in. He's like, "Hey guys." We're like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "You have." He told me later. He's like, "You have no idea. I actually shit my pants." And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck, man?"
That's the worst feeling. You know what's even
the
worse?
worst.
Like
Jeff too shit his pants?
Yeah, dude, you missed the whole story.
no, when you shit your pants and then you had to take a shower. 'Cause
Yeah, I had to.
Always.
There's
I did.
no amount of wiping that
No.
that makes
No,
you feel clean after that.
Oh, it
I-
really was you?
Well, yeah, I did.
I was in the bathroom.
I said I have done it in the last
You were?
365
Oh.
days. I
Yeah.
shit my pants.
Oh, wow.
The worst is when you shit your pants and then you get in the shower to clean yourself off and you get that urge again and you're like, oh, it's probably just another little shart. Let me just
No.
And then
and it's like a log. And then you gotta and then you
didn't
gotta
happen.
like
What
you gotta
the
like press
hell?
it through the grate with
No,
your
okay,
toe.
so this is a question that I asked my girlfriend recently, actually. If you shit yourself in the shower,
Yeah.
do you pick it up with your hand and throw it in the
No.
toilet,
No,
or do
you
you
press it
squish
into-
it down the drain
with your
foot?
toe. You just press it down into the drain. And you just let it run for like a half hour.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd do too.
Yeah.
Do you use hot or cold water? Hot, right?
No,
Blow down
like
faster?
I continue to shower like nothing happened.
No,
Or
but
in the
like,
shower.
does
when
it-
you're in the shower, it's gonna get clean
Yeah.
no matter what.
I
Just
know.
use more soap.
so do you pour your body wash on it?
Yeah, but you're
You use body wash,
Dude, I
You know what the gross part
fuck?
is?
yeah, dude.
Every
Do you have a
shower
loofah?
every shower has a
Yeah.
catch. Like the drain has a catch.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the
It's
shit's
not meant
always
for turds.
it's
to
always
go
there.
down. That's why the question.
Like
Do
the
you
shit,
pick it up and
the
put it
shit
in the toilet?
slowly withers away.
In
it
my-
depends on how formed the shit is.
In my situation, I definitely had nothing left, so I
This is
wasn't
my
worried
favorite
about
conversation of the night. I'm going to be honest.
It. Yeah,
Go continue.
I think
that's good.
It isn't.
I love shit talk.
Oh, it is.
You love
It
to
is.
shit talk or shit? You love shit
I love
talk?
talking about shit.
Okay, well,
Are you a fecal philiac?
Yes.
well.
I feel like I derailed the
fecal
conversation
freak?
by saying that. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you're a dick about it.
No, I wasn't being a dick about it. I'm serious.
Well, then you say something.
I shit all
What
the
does
time.
mine say?
Yikes.
All right.
I fucking ruined it.
Thanks, Jay.
I didn't mean to ruin it.
Okay, there we go. Had to do it again.
So what beer is this?
Thanks, Jake. This is
Tox
Tox's first bottle release.
This is
Oh,
very
this
good.
is the one you wanted. It's very
This is
cold,
a 10%.
though. It's super cold.
Well, it was in the freezer.
Actually, like my
Ah,
stout's
yeah.
at 47 degrees, but
Well, because it was really warm,
No, I'm
just
kidding.
sitting out here
I'm
all
only
day.
kidding. This is
There's
very
definitely
good.
maple syrup in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Imperial Coffee Maple Stout. It's very viscous.
You know what
Yeah.
this would be great for?
I just set you up for a freaking. You're fired.
You know what this would be great for?
Viscous meniscus?
You have a viscous. Never mind.
Well,
You know what this would be great for? Candied bacon.
Yeah.
Ooh, yep.
All right, put it back in the bottle.
Everyone spit it in the bottle.
Oh, wow, that's
Everyone
got
spit it
a
back out.
deep aroma.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
taste.
very thick. It's very motor oil like.
I don't taste coffee.
Well, the maple is super maple.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Like it's sweet.
I think
mean,
the coffee's like on the back end if you get anything,
Oh,
but that
my God.
maple is super powerful.
It's too powerful.
I can like feel it on my lips.
Really, it's very.
That's a sound drop.
Please do.
It's
Oh my
very
God.
sweet up front.
But you have like the sugary like
Yeah.
that like residue like on. Nah, I'm not
It's
gonna
not barrel
finish
aged.
that.
Go for
not.
it.
That residue on your lips. Okay. Well, great.
I love this. But I'm Canadian.
Well, here's the funny thing: if you look
Could
at the
have
bottle,
fooled me, man.
there is a barrel with a maple leaf on it. Yeah. If you look right,
Oh,
in the
maybe
corner,
barrel aged?
It's a
Represent.
no. It's where the. I'm assuming it's Canadian maple syrup. So
I mean, I want to see what this is like
All
as,
maple
as
syrup's
it warms
Canadian.
up and opens up a bit.
And if it's
Yeah.
not Canadian, it's not maple syrup.
exactly.
Yeah, if you
What
want to
about
have.
I can't-
Vermont maple
Paul, do you have a
syrup?
space heater?
You can't. You
That's
can't wait
horseshit.
until
Do
it
I
opens
have a
up
space
bit.
heater?
Oh,
That's
Oh, to warm that up.
Well, we don't have. I mean, it's gonna. This is a 10%er. You just sip on this.
So they didn't barrel age that at all?
No, this is a non. This is. I don't think so. I don't see anything. This is barrel age on this.
I wonder what it would
It,
taste
kinda,
like.
it
if
has like a KBS type of flavor.
They've
to it.
done a barrel age one. Mike did a homebrew, and it was a small little, maybe 1 gallon barrel. He
Like a
did for
firkin?
his, yeah, and he was just sitting at it sat at home for a while. He did a homebrew and put it in there, and he opened it up at his, I want to say Oktoberfest, and it was
Oh, nice.
really good. Like I'm like okay,
Yeah.
but it was sitting in a barrel for over like a year and a half. This is before he even opened the brewery. So
Yeah, I think if that's aged in a barrel, like that could be really good. It could
Yeah.
it would be a lot less sweet. Which,
yeah, all the sugar would slowly fade away. but
right,
yeah.
and it would be like 30% basically because there's so much maple syrup in it. It would just ferment. Over
Well, if
like,
it's
the
fermenting
months.
in the barrel, but
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, for the first stout, I want. That's why
well,
I
it's not
wanted
the
to try
first.
it.
This, yeah, this
Or the first bottle.
the
sorry.
first bottle, yeah. And now they're coming out. They got their cans coming out this weekend, and the artwork.
Where is
look
Tox
amazing.
again?
New London.
We had a double IPA from them
It's actually
when they first opened. It was really good.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about them.
you haven't
Like,
been down there yet.
No.
Awesome brewery. They first when they first opened up.
It's not very big.
No, it's very small. Maybe 2 barrels, maybe 3.
Oh, that's it. Well,
Yeah. When they first opened up, I just started following him on Instagram. He ended up buying what?
nothing, man. He's looking up shit.
Oh, oh, he's like you're looking at the phone.
Tom, have you ever had this before?
What?
This
No,
beer?
this just came out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm opening this with you guys. That's why I said I'm
And
taking
how
it to the
old
bathroom.
is it? I'm sorry.
it's like a couple weeks ago.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not aged.
No, it's not age at all. They just came out with this. But I started following on Instagram. He bought one of my shirts. I didn't even know who he was, and I watched him on Instagram just dump beer left and right. And I'm like, what is he doing? He hasn't even opened yet. He goes, not good enough. And he would just dump beer and dump beer, dump beer. And then his anniversary is the same one as Outer Light anniversary. So I said, cool, I'll go down and check him out when he first opened. Everything's solid. Nothing was crazy, like, oh my God, mind blowing, but it was.
Wait, not the same year though.
No, same
No.
day.
Their anniversary was on the same day. So I just went over there. They're literally
I was like,
not even 10 minutes away.
I was like, they only opened last year.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know, it's been around for-
Yeah. So they were on that anniversary, and I went over there, and everything was just solid. And I was like, well, he wasn't going to put out a bad product. He goes, I don't want to put out a product that I can't put my name to. And I was like, that's awesome. And everyone was like, you need to go to Tox. And I'm like, are they really good? I'm like, they're not really good, but everything is solid right off the bat. When
Yeah.
you go to breweries when they first open, you're like, yeah, okay, they first opened, they put out their first batch, and it's okay. They're still honing in, their system and stuff, but this was all dialed in, and they're just
Really?
getting better and better from there. Yeah.
They're sneaky. Yeah, we got to get out there. I mean,
Yeah.
in our first year, we tried to keep it local as we were doing this, and now like we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot because now we have to like go at least like 45 minutes away.
I mean, I do that all the time, but
Yeah,
I mean-
well, there's
Yeah,
six,
but
there's
listen.
also 6 of you.
No, this
There
is
is 6 of
important.
me.
This is important. We're lazy.
no.
So
don't
am I.
Fucking put we into this. You are. Lazy.
I'll put a we all over this like we're French, bud. Don't even think I
you're
won't.
more
Oh,
lazy
French.
than I am.
Yeah.
French Canadian, oui, oui.
Is that a yes joke or a piss joke?
Whichever one you want, dude. It's interpretive.
The answer is yes.
Yes,
I want to say yes to piss jokes.
All right, then that's
I'm
yours.
gonna say something.
No,
Oh
thanks.
God.
Let me say something.
No.
Let me say something.
All right, I like the aroma of this beer more than I like the flavor.
Nobody
Yeah.
asked you.
No, because the aroma's like a burnt.
We can make it a candle.
It's still got to warm up. It's still
marshmallow.
ice cold.
It's got to warm up too, but
Yeah.
so far, and it's not like it's a bad beer, but it's
No.
it's
It's
way
very-
too
it's-
sweet for me.
Oh no, it's super
It's
sweet.
Way
Listen,
too sweet for
would
me.
you go ahead?
I want
if
to
you-
put this on my pancakes.
If you're listening to this
Yeah.
podcast,
I want to freeze it and skid on it. No, I can't remember that one.
if you listen to this podcast, go out, buy a bottle of it, try it.
That's limited edition.
Can't. It's already
Oh.
gone.
See,
You could probably pour this straight on pancakes.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
and it'll be good.
Yeah.
What you want to
Be too
do?
rebel.
What you want to do is pour it straight into a Ziploc bag
Cloyingly sweet.
with
Be
a
too
full
runny.
package of bacon. Let that shit marinate
No,
overnight,
this is a good recipe. Listen,
and then just fry the bacon, and it'll be delicious.
I thought you baked it.
Oh well, if you want to make it that way, I baked it with brown
You
sugar.
did it with
on top.
KBS.
No, he
KBS.
baked. Never mind. Can't say that.
No, I got bacon, thick cut
No,
bacon.
This was
You
great.
fry the bacon.
You
while
should
baked?
share. You should
soak it,
absolutely share
soak it
every
in
step.
KBS.
Oh, you've
Soak it
done this?
overnight in KBS.
Yeah.
Then you lay it out on
CBS or KBS?
KBS
Okay.
on
Probably do CBS too.
yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
well,
you
yeah,
could.
it's maple. That's why I was wondering if it meant
You,
CBS.
you lay it out on. I laid it out on
$30,
like the dehydrator racks.
racist, please, but I'm kidding.
Put it in the oven for like 4 or 5 hours. Let it dehydrate.
KKKB.
Low temp, right?
Low temp. Tastes delicious.
How low? 250, 3?
No, 190.
Oh,
200.
that low.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta spike the temperature a couple times, like to 250ish, just to like burn some of the fat off.
And then
The
at some
bacon?
point you'd
Melt
like
some of
pat
it.
it dry almost or something.
Yeah, you
said,
gotta
right?
do that the entire time.
Yeah,
You gotta pat it dry.
dude,
like a lot
I'm
of
not
work.
kidding. Like if you like this kind of shit, Paulo's
Johnny Benson was stuffing his face with it.
On the next,
So-
He'd
It
be
was-
drinking his podcast,
it was
Cooking
fucking
with
killer.
Paulo.
It was
He
fucking
was.
killer.
He
So
he handfuls.
you
of
should
bacon.
literally post like a picture of it on Instagram or something of your actual recipe because it was that good,
It was pretty
and
good.
share it with the masses. You kind of had a quick rundown here, and I interrupted like 3 times, but it's worth sharing because it was fucking great.
Yeah, Dave never interrupts.
Yikes.
So hey guys,
I'm a producer
been-
and a host.
we've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, let's get out.
Holy shit.
That's all.
You guys are great. I'm happy that we had you guys on.
Thank you
It's
for
been-
having
it's
us.
been
Oh, yeah.
so long,
Just
seeing you guys around and
Jesus Christ, that was last episode.
This is the kind of shit I was looking at. Sorry.
Is that what it was? I
Yep.
was wondering what the fuck that was on the phone.
one of my aims for 2020 is to do more shows because doing a podcast with 4 guys, it's hard synchronizing
Most of the time.
schedules.
Oh, sorry.
It's hard synchronizing schedules for 4 people and meet up at the same time. So in the past we've tried to substitute Tom in, get him in to take place of somebody who's not here.
Literally the first time this has happened.
We've done it in the past before. There's
No,
been times-
technically, this is the first time that I've not been here
You
with all
fully
4 of you.
subbed, yeah.
Fully subbed, yeah, because I was
It's been
supposed
the
to.
topic of
It was actually
conversation,
twice that Jeff couldn't make it, and then Jeff showed up and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know I could not make it." The cigar shop, and you weren't supposed to come because you didn't like cigar smoke, and you were like, "Oh, I came."
Oh, that's
anyway."
right. That's right. That's
Yeah,
what
and I was
I'm
like,
thinking
"Yeah, I
of.
could go," and I'm like, "Oh," and then you still came. You still
Yeah.
were a trooper, even
Ruined-
though you hate cigar smoke.
Ruined a fucking $200 Patagonia coat too.
Really? Ugh.
you should dry clean it.
But
It never got out. The smoke smell never came out.
Yeah, I think what
Uh,
Tyler
I mean-
says was you don't always have to be a fucking puss.
It wouldn't work.
So outside of having you guys back on a future podcast, if we
Yes.
ever have a member missing, we'd love to have one of you guys on.
Thank you.
Only
That would
one
be
at
an
a
honor.
time, though, from now on.
yeah, one at a time. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. It's
No, I
That's-
understand because our dynamic is not great,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
that's
we
pretty
suck.
clear.
Oh no, they just want to take you one at a time.
That happened
That's
to us. Full Pours Radio actually did that to us. He came on and he was like, "You guys are great. I'd love to have you on our podcast." And then asked just Jay to go on his podcast.
Which has never happened. There was never a follow-up.
No, there's
no, I
never
never
follow-up.
followed up.
And
But
then they
that was
haven't
very
done-
clear
and
that
then they
there
haven't
was a
done an
favor.
episode in like 8 months.
But 8
Mhm.
months. It's been
Yeah.
oh,
like
God.
3 years.
Pat DiCaprio looking at you.
That was pretty funny though. I'm like, "What about us?" He's like, "I guess you can come on with your jokes."
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you.
Well, because I mean, they are more of a serious, really delving into the depths of brewing and home brewing and,
Yes.
and whatnot.
and we are
Which
definitely not that.
I'm not.
We are even further from that.
I know.
They
a
were
bit.
at the Blind Rhino like blind taste test thing,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
That's where we met him.
The
That's
last
where we ended
episode
up
of Full
on there.
Pours Radio was a year and a half ago.
Was it Will It Sour?
Huh.
No, it's Hop Culture Farms.
Yeah. Whatever.
And they're both very good homebrewers. So Joe Belletti makes great beer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. No, I looked at it. It was
And so is Pat.
June 5th, 2019.
I was gonna say Hop Culture Farms hasn't been open for a year now.
Yeah, no.
So, just want to
Well,
thank
they
our
did it
sponsor-
before.
I wanna thank
Now,
our
before
sponsors
we...
again.
All right, do that.
Drunk Alpaca.
And Melissa's done.
Well, Lyft is still our sponsor. Our new sponsor. He doesn't even know he's our sponsor yet. But Bats and
Bats
Rats
to Rats.
out of Lincoln, Nebraska.
There you go.
Balls.
Dane
He'll
Pat.
find out.
Is it Bats to Rats or Bats?
Bats
and
to
Rats?
Rats.
Bats and Rats, right?
We'll find out.
We'll figure it out.
And he gets drunk all the time.
All right.
And our future sponsor,
Oxballs.
Oxballs.
We're still coming for you.
We're
Spell comes.
courting you, baby.
Literally coming for you.
1056 podcast. What's on the horizon? What can we expect? Where do people find you? Let's hear all the details.
All right. What's on the horizon is a lot of good stuff.
We
we're
actually
gonna-
do have a lot of things planned.
Yes.
If you listen to our podcast, we do all of our planning on the air.
Yeah, we do. So we're doing like a beer awards thing. That's going to be like our first edition of like breweries that we went to in 2019. Like which one's our favorites? Which was the weirdest beers? All that shit. We're going to be talking with some actual like breweries, some brewers. So they were kind of reach out and have a conversation.
Can you say anybody that you have lined up? Or?
We have some homebrewers.
It's related to full pour, and that's
Me.
my only hint. And
Yeah.
Tom, we're gonna have Tom on. So,
This Tom?
that Tom.
Why?
He asked to be on the show, and
Can't
we
you
said,
already
yeah.
see how bad it is?
It actually I kind of don't hate it. We could do an easy 4-hour
That's
episode.
why 4 hours.
4 hours.
No, dude, you want to keep a podcast, don't you?
Yes.
4 hours now.
No, I'm totally kidding. I would if I had to edit that, I would just.
Dude,
quit.
I don't want to talk it.
We don't have that.
Yeah. Anyway,
It would just be me talking for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's a lot more of us like going to events, trying to build the brand.
So you guys are trying to get out there.
Trying to
Spread
get
your
out
wings
there.
a bit
Do a
more.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Penetrate.
Really
Yeah.
penetrate the market. You can find us on Instagram at 1056 PODCAST. If you want to listen, we're anywhere you find podcasts.
He's
What
a
does it spell?
he's a national spelling bee champion.
Oh.
Am I?
No, I lied. This is all a lie, Ty.
Oh no! What? Yeah, that's where you can find us. We're really excited, and we're really grateful to be invited on here.
Yeah, this
in
is
all
so fun.
seriousness.
Yeah.
It was a
I
lot of
loved it.
fun.
The last podcast was Full Pour, not Full Pours Radio.
Right.
Yeah, it was full pour. Nick, Sam, two great people, and
Yeah.
I'm just really excited to drink
Sam's
more
okay.
beer. I'm telling you,
There's a lot of beer to
You
drink.
could tell her I've already.
Yeah.
We're happy to drink it. We're happy to have you guys drinking beer with us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
It was a lot of fun, so we really appreciate it. You guys are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks, man.
That's not true.
hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Oh.
But
I've been
look,
seeing him trying to set
there's
this up for the last 5 minutes.
There she is.
You know what to do, Jay. That's not the button you're supposed to press.
I hadn't pressed it all episodes. I figured I'd go for it.
All right, go.
Well, thanks, guys.
And
All right, everybody.
And get us out.
Thanks for hanging out.
We've been heavy.
We've been drinking.
Suck my dick.
Thanks to Dave for calling in
1056 podcast
from the Heavy
in
Drinkers.
the house. Tyler,
Yeah,
Jeff,
Go buy
Thanks
some
for hanging out. You
Go
guys
buy
are
some
great.
Stout Season shirts.
yeah, do it.
Thank you.
What's a great
Tom
cause.
M. Thanks for co-hosting
You're welcome.
and bartending.
Bartending, doing your
It's-
job.
It's always stout season.
It is always stout season.
You say.
In your mind.
It's always stout season in my pants.
Yikes.
Wait, what?
Stouts are brown. What?
This is when Dave cuts the mics off.
Let's fucking go.
Bye.